Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Today we have Perfect Order. It just arrived. It's going to be a new Pokemon card stream. Day one let's see. Perfect Order just arrived. All right, cheaper One Piece prices. All right, and new gym break scorecards. All right, that's all true. We got Perfect Order, we got cheaper One Piece prices, and the gym breaks now give you a scorecard just like in the past. First like and comment. All right, we're starting at 11:30 today. Boy, the time flies, doesn't it? It goes really fast. Let's jump over here. Let's see, we're going to set up the comments, but also we need to ping the Discord. Let's jump over here. Let's turn the music down now. I'm just playing Advanced Wars music. I never really get tired of it. It's so weird. We're going live for Friday morning. It's Friday. That's my favorite day. Who doesn't like Friday? Friday's payday. Payday loan day. All right, so that is up to date. Now let's log in over here and get the comment section running. All right, my nose is already sniffly because I'm in this room. Man, this room just causes me to sneeze over and over, man. Let's see, is our stream not showing up yet? Let's hit refresh on this. And then let's jump over here. We're gonna pull this open and link to the website. Here it is. Is this TCC from TheCardconomist? It sure is. Here we are. All right. Let me pause that. Good. Now let's try to find our stream. Oh, look, there we are. Let me click on this. Let me put the laptop up here. All right. What is this? This is a Chris A slab. Chris A. Ivan Rodriguez. Okay, cool. Hey, there were some good sales yesterday, actually. Yesterday was kind of busy. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but yesterday was kind of busy. GameStop selling booster boxes at $2.50. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, but now it is time to choose our price. So give me a moment. Okay. Okay. And let's see what restocking this would look like. Here, actually, let's go. What did we actually pay for this originally? We have to choose a quick price for this and add it to the menu. Wait, I thought this was PokeRev's new stream. It is. Hey, guys. It's me, PokeRev. All right, what do we got? So these arrived first, huh? Let's see if I have this as an option. All right. Cool, we have a price incoming. Oops. It looks like we're going to be about $8.50. Is that right? $8.50 it's looking like, everybody. That's not bad. That's kind of cheap, actually. Perfect Order. I mean, it's relatively cheap. It's not cheap compared to what we used to get back in the day. It's relatively cheap. All right, so Perfect Order is now in the YouTube menu. Let's add it to the website as well. I think I put my laptop away too soon. Let's pull it back down. So first I'll look up Ascended Heroes to see how we format it. So it's English Pokemon Ascended Heroes. Okay, so now we're going to choose Add New Product. And it's going to say English Pokemon Perfect Order. And they'll say English Pokemon card set. Proofs Perfect Order. This is a Zygarde set with alt art Meowth as well, and some Waifu alt arts. All right. And then for the regular price, we should have it be 8.50. And then we'll grab one of these. I'm not going to say how many packs are in a box because when it comes to English Pokemon cards, they're all over the place. Like sometimes you get a sealed booster box, sometimes you get a one of those booster bundles, sometimes you get an ETB. It's just all over the place. You can't predict it. All right, we're going to hit publish. Skadooby Buns. And I believe it is published now with no picture, that is. Maybe I should learn to upload that picture as well, because it seems like that would be pretty fast. Let me respond to this email. All right. Mark this unread. All right. That's an important email. It's our tax accountant trying to access my bank. He always has trouble accessing it, so he has to get like access to it again over and over and over again because the bank rejects him. The bank's like, no, you can't read this stuff. I gotta like call the bank and tell them like, just let this guy in. I think that might be what I do. I might call the bank and be like, stop kicking this guy out of my bank account. All right. Okay. Ooh. So here we are. Let's nip this open. Let me just use this real fast. Let's see. You know, I'm just in the room, and my nose got runny because I'm in the room. This room has like a big door to it to the outdoors, and I'm pretty sure all the pollen and dust from outside makes its way into the room. That's what's going on, by the way. All right, so there we are. Oh, yeah. It's got Meowth, it's got Mega Starmie, it's got Mega Clefable, it's got this Mega Zygarde with, like, whatever this big hammer gun is. He looks terrible. Are there people out there who are Zygarde fans? I don't know. Where are the Zygarde fans? All right, so there we go. We'll set that to the side. And, hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. What's up? Zelle is still not sending me emails. Here's the giveaway slab today. Got to get to 40 likes, though. We almost got to 40 likes in the last stream, but we missed by, like, 1. But it's like there has to be a cutoff point. Here we go. All right. I'm going to hit refresh over here. See if there's any pre-orders. No pre-orders. Let's check the website for pre-orders. A lot of hate on this set, says Mr. Grant. What? Really? How can you hate on a Pokemon card set? They're all fun. But yeah, they don't have like... I want Gengar. It's got Gengar in it. It might not have Gengar, Charizard, Umbreon. You know, the chosen few. And so therefore people are like, well, I don't want it. You are? That's kind of crazy, isn't it? Well. Do we have room for the how many slabs can we have? Look at this. Oh yeah. We got room for some slabs to go in here. Let's get one of these guys in here. Gift Charmander going in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. He's going in for 60. This is number 289 promo Charmander. And it's going to say T10. All right. He is going right in. Good. Send that there. What else we got? Let's start stocking up some stuff. There's a nice little Ice Cube. Ice Cube, huh? He's 45. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Number 133. I ski you. T10. All right. Ice Cube going in. Here's Deerling. It's pretty cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We ought to put a card to be graded in there. Wouldn't that be a fun pull? Number 073. Deerling. Deerling. T10. All right. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. I forgot I had this membership from 49 months ago. Are you serious? Meaning you set it up and walked away from it, and now you're coming back and you still have it? Hey, man. Appreciate the support. Here's a nice Gengar. Could put Gengar in there. Houndoom's kind of cool. Let's put this guy in for 55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's going in for probably like 55, I guess. 001. Gengar. P10. He's a PSA 10, which is nice because we have increasingly few PSA slabs. And that is because we are grading a lot of cards with tag. Tag's cheaper, it's faster, and it's nicer. I mean, it's actually nicer. I really like the way the holder looks. So unless you're grading like first edition Charizard, what's the big deal if you grade your card? Like, let's say you grade a modern card. What's the big deal if you grade it with tags? Not a big deal. All right, look at that. So that is restocked, looking good. I mean, do we have room for one more slab? We got room for one more slab. Let's get one more in there. Oh, yeah, let's put this. I like this card a lot. Let's get this guy in here. So 80, what's 80? Well, 50's 10 is 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Imagination. Topps Chrome SpongeBob. He looks hilarious. Sponge. Imagination. Obviously, if you pull this, you're going to get a huge reroll if you do not like the card. So it's a great pull. Because you'd have like a 75 reroll, right? Something like that. Don't make me do the math. All right. Imagination. There goes. Oh, yeah. What's up, guys? It is Friday. This is the live card shop. Ooh, Noctowl's got 4 spots. The trade slab has 4 spots. This is the hottest break. This guy's moved by $600 in like a few days. Wow. $20 sub list, by the way. Manganami is frozen. She's not moving. Here is the Charizard. He's at 5 out of 16. Now, he's a little slow right now, too. But he will finish. The only deal with this guy is he has a lot of competition. But look, he's 5 out of 16. There's only 11 spots left. Waifu Slab is frozen, but we're not getting rid of it. It's going to stay there. Sleepy Tyranitar. He is moving a little bit. So he's maybe the second favorite on the table. He's at 6 out of 19, so 13 spots left. He's probably the second favorite. We have these gym breaks, and gym breaks now have scorecards. Oh, I know another thing that moved. The Lego break moved. Hold on, wait a second. Show that off to you guys. Lego break is up to 22 out of 40. It's only $10 to get in here. You can buy multiple spots, so you can go in for 20 if you want like a better shot. If you want, so for example, if you did 40 bucks, your odds are 1 in 10. That was how we originally structured this. Originally, it was a $40 buy-in with the 1 in 10 odds. But I realized Lego's kind of an odds, you know, we don't always offer Lego breaks. So this one was 1 in 40, and it's almost done. It's more than halfway done. In fact, the next time we get a star spot, we might give it to the Lego Pikachu to help it along. Lego Pikachu. Here's this guy, Daniel Petit. He's waiting for one more guy to join. And let's see. How's it going, everybody? We are. Where's the? I swear, there's supposed to be one more gym break, and it's the Final Fantasy one. Did that go off? Did the Final Fantasy one go off? I don't remember. I don't think it did. Oh, there it is. It's gonna be right here, isn't it? Ah, found it. Okay. Here it is. Final Fantasy. So we got 2 gym breaks waiting for somebody to join. There we go. All right. 3 great cards. The Galarian Slowking is pretty good. It's actually in English, and the artist is the same guy who drew the... It's a Rita. He drew the base set Charizard number 4. So Rita drew this one, Galarian Slowking. It's really cool. I like pointing that out because he's a great artist. He's a very well-known artist. Tiny Tyrant, Galarian Slowking, and Lightning. And now you build up a scorecard, and at the end of the gym break season, One person shall be dubbed the Pokemon Master after they have a final duel. Send you a Discord message. Can you look at it? It says, Mr. Michael. Yes, sir. Let me take a quick look. By the way, we're looking for new mods, so you can apply by just sending me a Discord message. Anyone can apply, by the way. Let's see. Hey, mister, can you look into this? My package says it'll be here tomorrow, but it hasn't been updated or shown it is in transit. Okay, so you have a package. It says it was picked up in Camdenton, so they have it, not me. So, Mr. Michael, it looks like it's fine. Camdenton, I'm sorry, not Camdenton, that's where I live. USPS has the package, so it's out of my hands now. And if you're wondering how it can be so close to you without, like, a lot of updates, well, it's pretty easy. They probably just didn't bother scanning it. So that's what happens. They don't scan it. So I would just give it more time. Is it really late? Is that why you're concerned? March 24, it's only March 27. Yeah. Looks like it's all fine. You showed me a tracking number that looks like it's correct. And who's this? Oh, okay, good. So this guy, he's the guy who wants to sell me the Thai language cards. Would you guys like Thai language cards? I'm actually really interested in them. All right. Hey, here we have an order from Miss Six. Wonderful Miss Six. Sublist and a perfect order. Oh, yes. Let's get it. All right, Six. Let's see. One sublist. Let's get you in here. You're on number 5. Let's put you on number 6. Is that okay? We'll put 6 on 6. All right. So there's the sublist moving fast again. Holy moly, the Mega Rayquaza sublist moves. He is a very, very popular break. As a result of how popular he is, I believe I bought a new one, did I not? Let me check my purchase history real fast. Scooba-dooba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Okay, yes, I ended up deciding that I would, in fact, purchase a new Rayquaza. At the time, I wasn't sure. I was like, do I really want another one of these Rayquazas, or do we let it sell through? So, I'm curious. Let's see how this actually works out. Because I think I paid for it, almost what we're selling it for. All right. Yeah, this is not a very profitable break, I'll say that. That's good. You guys should like that when it's that way. You're like, I like that. He's a good one. Price is good, desirable, not too large. Christian, I mean, it's pretty large. Your odds of actually pulling him are pretty tough. Christian Whitfield says, hey, mister, can I get in the plankton break? And I one pack of... Oh, wait. We got to finish 6's order. Hold on, wait a second. I forgot about this. The perfect order, Miss 6. So I started looking at that Rayquaza. Ooh. Here you go, 6. All right. You have the honor of opening the first pack of Perfect Order on the channel. Let's see what you pull. Mawile, Rattata. You want a little Rattata? Honedge, Barbicle, Raticate. You want a little Raticate? Here's Rowlet, Meowstic, and Yveltal. Wow, that was pretty easy. Look at you. Look at you just pulling the Yveltal right away. I really like Yveltal. He's one of the only Pokemon that's like the colors black and red, which are some of my favorite colors, especially for our logo. Too bad there's not a lot of good cards for Yveltal. Like, he needs a good Altart or something. All right. No good Altarts with the Yveltal in it. Maybe we'll get one now. All right. Got your little Raticate there. This set is good for the games. It's Jacob Chickering. There we go. Nice. Ought to watch some Pokemon card game again sometime. I wonder who's in that SC box. So now we're on to Christian Whitfield. One spot in the Plankton break. There it is, Christian Whitfield. So we have scorecards again. They're coming back. You can have a custom-made scorecard for $4. They look like this. These are custom-made scorecards, or a standard free scorecard. Let me get you a standard free one to get you started, okay? This shall be Christian Whitfield. Paradox Rift had one. No one liked him, though. Oh, that's sad. Meow, 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 meow. All right. Oh. So it's Daniel and Christian Whitfield. Is Daniel here? It'd be nice if Daniel would get to watch this live, but he might not be here. He might have to watch the replay. Here it is, deck number 3. Maybe we should just call this deck number 1. All right. Now we got to shuffle this a bit. All right. Boop. Oh my God, there's the Vanillite. That's not good. And Dragonite. Christian Whitfield, round 1. Round 2. Jellicent. One of the strongest cards in the deck is Jellicent. Switch opponent's Pokemon. Oh, all right. You still got a chance, Christian Whitfield. Piplup. Yeah, you're going to use Switch. So we're using Switch on Jellicent. Oh, my God. And he just traded into a Mewtwo. So now it's all tied up. He's got a point. He's got a point. Last round. 20 any plus 40 for grass. That's how energy cards work now. So energy cards work like this. If it's non-matching for the Pokemon type, you get plus 20 HP. If it does match, you get plus 40 HP. Okay, so that's the new rule on energy cards. Sableye, oh, this is looking pretty tough. I think he wins. I think Daniel wins. Yes, that would be a tie, but the energy card is going to set him just over. 70 plus 20 is 90. Beats Sableye. All right, I'm sorry, Christian Whitfield. Plankton, Tiny Tyrant goes to Mr. Daniel. All right, how do you guys like that? And I don't think you've got a scorecard, Christian Whitfield, but you're about to get one. Now, Christian Whitfield, this card expires on its own in 90 days. And we just throw it away at that point. Okay, Christian Whitfield. The top portion shall be wins. Oh, no, wait, I just gave you a win. Hold on, you got a miss. I got to scratch that out. All right. It's an ugly scorecard, but it works. Functionally, it works. So now the other guy, Mr. Daniel, he's got this little Haunter here, and he's going to chalk up a win. All right. Once again, the way this will work is after 90 days, the person with the best and the worst scorecard will have a final gym battle, and the winner gets to be the Pokemon champion. And they get to keep the deck. How cool is that? All right, good. We're starting to keep track of those again. Hey, what's up, Zenoia? All right. I think if you get the Pokemon Championship from winning the gym breaks, I think you should get a roll in Discord too. Wouldn't that be neat? Got my shipment. Thanks, mister. Sweet. Very cool, man. Now, what was I going to do? I was going to go ahead and create a breaks history link for that win. So I missed this. What were the scorecards for? We're back to scorecards, except they have a new purpose. All right. This is going to say Daniel wins Plankton. 24 minutes. There it goes. So we've done scorecards before, but we didn't really have a strong purpose for them. It was sort of like the scorecards allowed you to have like a fun big score that you could like look at and remember, and it was just like cool, I guess. But there was no functionality beyond that. We're changing it. So scorecards, we had them, we got rid of them, we're bringing them back. So you still can appreciate your scorecard. If you do really well in the gym breaks, you can be like, wow, look at all the wins I took home. Or, wow, look at all the money I lost. You can still appreciate them, but there's a new functionality. One of the biggest problems I have with scorecards is eventually this whole box would just be full of scorecards. And, you know, no one was using them. It'd be like some guys would do like 1 or 2 gym breaks and never try again. And so the whole box would fill up. It was really annoying. So we're changing the rules. After 90 days, they all get thrown away, unless you tell me to keep yours in your bag. So we're going to throw them all away after 90 days. And at the end of it, at the end of 90 days, we're going to pick the person with the best score and the person with the worst score. And they shall have one more gym battle. And the winner of the gym battle keeps the deck, which is right over here. The winner of the gym battle gets to keep deck 3. So it's a pretty cool thing. You get all these cards, maybe minus the Charizard. I might return that to the guy because he didn't know that that was how it was going to work at the time that he donated it. So we'll treat it like a loan instead of like a true donation. But the rest of this, it's all pretty cheap. So we'll just donate the rest. So you get to keep all these cards. It gets put in your bag, and it's like a bonus. And I'm thinking also maybe the person who wins should also get a roll in Discord called like Pokemon Champion or something like that. Something fun. But every 90 days. So 90 days, that's like 4 people per year. Not a lot. So it'd be pretty rare if you're the Pokemon champion. All right. Unless you guys think it should be a shorter time period, like maybe 60 days or something like that, right? Could be 60 days. I don't care. Hey, mister, I can't tell if when my Slabaway is due end of this month or next. Joey Cucumber. Hey, it's Joey May Cucumber. It's been a while, man. Let's see. Let's take a quick look at your Slabaway. So you've got one. Jose, Joshua, Joseph, Jose, Jonathan, Jesus, John. I don't think I can see yours at all. Where's yours? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it says due. September 25th. Give 6 months from September. Tifa Vintage. You have 340 left on it. That's a lot. Let me do an analysis on this one. Okay, so you got an old Slabaway. It's not a bad Slabaway. Let me take a look into it. So I know what this card is. It's quite old. Very old Final Fantasy card. All right. I don't see one for sale to compare it to. So it hasn't, I don't know if it's changed over time much. And then 6 months from September 2025. Yeah, I don't have an exact answer for you. I think what we would have to do is look up exactly when you slabbed it away and then add like I don't know, like actually how long? So 6 months from September. So it was already due in September. Is that right? Is that what happened? I feel like this could be cleared up if we could just find out when you actually slabbed it away. Yeah, I think the wording is very confusing. It says 6 months from September. So what would that be? Let's just open up my calendar and I'll just count. Okay, so let's not count September itself. So we're going to start on October. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have till end of March. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 days left. And then after that, it goes into April, which is 7 months from September. What are you interested in? Do you really like this card? How bad do you want it? Let me go ahead and clear this. I don't have any information about the card, so I can't make any kind of judgment on the, I can't make any judgments on it right now. Let me try typing in this. Okay. It seems pretty rare. Are you still interested in the card? Let's see. March only has 4 days left. Where did the time go? Is there any month or half-month extension I can apply? Yeah, so probably what we could do for you, since I don't really see anything to compare it to, and I am motivated to sell it because I don't myself collect grill cards, and I don't collect Final Fantasy too much either. I'm a Pokemon card guy. So I do buy cards that I think are good, no matter what group they are, but I'm not emotionally attached to the card. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what we can do, if you wish, we can restart the whole Slabaway for, what's our normal Slabaway cost? $20. So if you send me $20, I'll reset the whole Slabaway to June, meaning that you have 6 months from June to finish it. Now, I don't do that for every card. I'm open-minded to doing it for this one because, again, I don't collect Final Fantasy in particular, but I always have some. I always have some Final Fantasy. So let me know if you're interested in extending it. You would still need to pay off the remainder, which is 340. Yeah, March is flying, man. March is flying. Every month is flying. So that means my birthday, by the way, is in 8 days. I have a birthday in 8 days. I think Mr. Ivan just had his birthday. Who else is having their birthday nearby? Isn't somebody else in our group having their birthday nearby? 6 months from September is March. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Haha, that would be much appreciated. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now for you. You send me 20 bucks. I'm going to set that up right now. I will say this, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes you get a tougher outcome on Slabaway, but because this is not PSA 10 Dark Charizard or something like that, you will get easy setup. All right. It's not costing me a bunch of money to allow you to reset this. All right, so we're going to set it up to June 26th. Joey Maycumber, PSA 10, Tifa Vintage. We're going to remove this extension wording and hit enter. So now it says June 26th, Joey Maycumber, PSA 10, Tifa Vintage, 340 remains. You just send in 20 bucks, okay, man? And then, so it's like you reset the Slabaway. I can do that for you guys if you have a Slabaway you're far behind on, but you have to communicate to me. And it's not available for all cards. Like if a card like exploded in value over time and you haven't paid it off yet, it's sort of like I've already lost the opportunity to hold the card, but I've also lost the opportunity to spend even the value of that card's worth in the past. Meaning, let's say, there was like $2,000 left on a card. Well, I didn't get to spend that $2,000 because I'm loaning that card out to you. But if I had spent it, I might have bought something by now already, and it also would have gone up with your card. So that's why for some cards it's a little tougher, but Tifa is not going to be tough because she doesn't really affect me financially. All right, I don't know if that made sense. Sometimes I understand the financial concepts behind it, but I don't know if I'm very good at explaining it. You know what I mean? All right, so Plankton Break is good. And one pack of Phantasmal, Christian Whitfield. One pack of Phantasmal. I'm sorry to keep you waiting on that. I started answering that question. Christian Whitfield, one pack of Phantasmal. All right, here we are. There we go. Good. All right, here's a Lockix, Jigglypuff, Suicune. You got some nice hollows, Mr. Christian Whitfield. Nothing too crazy, though, but the hollows were Jigglypuff and Suicune. That's not bad. All right, oops. Let's get your fresh bag. Welcome back, Mr. Christian Whitfield. Yeah, like let's say there's a $5,000 card and it goes into Slabaway, and it's a while later and it hasn't been paid off. It's like, well, that can be tough on me because had I already received the 5,000, I could have redeployed it into another card that was, let's say, flipping or appreciating. So we pay attention to those outcomes. There we go. It's fun. I feel like a little miniature bank almost. I feel like the Pokey Slabaway system. Really, it's like a unconventional loan system is what it really is. And loaning out some cards is tougher than loaning out others. Let's say I loaned out this Rayquaza, so it's no longer mine. I don't think of it as mine, but I really want the money back out of this Rayquaza. I want to be paid for it right away, so I can go buy something like this Rayquaza. When I know that there's a card and it's a highly appreciating card, I know I need to replace that card. And then when I have a card that's maybe not in the same caliber, or maybe it's not something I'm thinking as much about, that one's not as big of a worry. All right, what we got going on? So, there's no more orders. What? Happy Friday, guys. It's been a little slow this week. That's the truth. This week's been a little slow. Yesterday wasn't so bad, actually. I took my last shot of Wegovy today. Stabbed myself in the tummy. That's been interesting. So, this is week 4 of Wegovy. I weighed myself. I weigh about the same. But that's actually good. It means I haven't gained any weight. So, I think it works. I think I just need a stronger dose of it. I'm on the smallest possible dose. That's how they start you out, and to see if your body reacts negatively to it. And I think I handled it well, except for those terrible headaches. But also the other one would have been heartburn at night was a serious problem. Heartburn. So heartburn at night and headaches. Really powerful headaches. Ooh. Litwick. Litwick's going right up here. We love Litwick. Yesterday, the live customs and the Poke Shuffles were just going off, man. Live customs and Poke Shuffles continue to be one of the most sought after products on the channel. People love it. It's sort of like the GameStop power packs. Here it is, Litwick. I suspect our stuff is more profitable ultimately, though. Isn't that funny? T10. All right. Because I didn't have to pay a software engineer or anything like that to create our stuff. And so I get away with the smaller profit margin. Let's see. And it's still viable as a product. One. The GameStop near me closed down. We were having a passionate discussion about GameStop yesterday. And people were talking about whether to invest in it or whether not to invest in it. And I was sharing some of my feelings on it. And, you know, it's fun to talk, or to maybe like to try to make a prediction on which company's going to do best. It's fun to make a prediction. Okay. Ooh, she's got like a Betty Boop thing going on. What a funny design. Okay. I like to put these bonus pulls in the box. So there's Litwick's going into the live customs. And he's a Master Ball holographic. There he goes. Into the live customs he goes. Hey, sorry if this sounds dumb, but used to play with Pokemon cards as a kid and only recently got back into it after 12 years. What do you do with the bulk of normal cards when you open packs? Well, I give them to you, Mr. Name Is. That's what I do with it. I go, man, I wonder where a name is. And then what I do is I hand them all over to you, bro. They go into bulk boxes. They get sold. Or we sell all of the bulk. They're really big boxes. They weigh like 14 pounds. Unsorted, unpadded. It's about as minimal effort as possible. And it's almost like throwing them away, but not quite. Although I don't have any for sale right now. I'm sold out of them. Here is Gym Challenge and XY Breakthrough. Ooh. Did you guys check these out? You might be interested in joining this for a chance at Charizard or this for chance at Mewtwo. This is a Mewtwo set, if you didn't know. Breakthrough. Actually, I really like Breakthrough. I'm pretty sure that's the set that has that saddest Cubone in the world. You guys know what I'm talking about? Saddest Cubone in the world on Breakthrough set. Hey, mister, hope you're having a good afternoon. Hey, what's up, Choppa Boppa? Hey, how's it going, man? Choppa Boppa? My man Choppa Boppa's here. Here's Eric Rodriguez, Rayquaza sublist. All right, the Rayquaza sublist. Let's get it. Eric Goose. Okay, fair. I opened only like 18 packs and all of a sudden no clue what to do. I appreciate the answer. Oh, you're saying you don't know what to do with all your bulk? Donate it to the local children's hospital. Here's Joey Maycumber. He says he'll do an extension on the Tifa. And then he also wants 2 Black Bolt English. Welcome back, Mr. Joey Maycucumber. I thought you died or something. Here we are. Nice to see you again. How's life been? What have you been up to? Tell us the life of Mr. Joey. Looks like we might need more Pokemon Black. Yep, we need more Pokemon Black. How about this? That's Obsidian Flame. That's Obsidian Flame. Those should be in the Obsidian Flame box. I make playable decks out of mine. What? All right, let me go get some Pokemon Black. I'll be back. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Whoa. All right. Yep, I'm here whenever you're live. My favorite live streamer on YouTube. What? Also, congratulations on you and your wife and expecting the newborn. Well, don't get too excited about that yet, because I was reading you only have about a 55% chance of pregnancy after the embryo transfer. Wow. And it takes, on average, 3 times for the transfer to work. So Karis might not be pregnant till like the end of the year. That's how long it would take to do 3 transfers. Excuse me. I think we are. I don't think it's very fast. It's like really complicated. They give you a whole bunch of hormones, and you have to like inject them perfectly. It's injected with like a needle this long. I'm not kidding. And it's self-injected. She stabs herself with it. It's horrible. And you do that every day, by the way. So what you're doing is you're artificially creating the perfect environment for implantation or whatever it's called. It is. All right. 2 whole boxes of Black Bolt for Joey Maycumber. 2 boxes? Damn, bro. Now you're getting 2 packs. All right. IVF? Wow. Well, all the best regardless. Praying and hoping for you both to get your wish. Yeah, I'm hoping so too, because I don't want to be like 100 by the time I'm a baby daddy. I don't want to be 60 by the time I'm running to get the milk. I got to do that sooner. All right, Mr. Joey. Man, if I was a billionaire, I could just take all our embryos and just send them off to like, wait, why am I writing Joey? I could just take all of our embryos and send them off to surrogates and probably have a couple babies in 1 year. There we are. Statistically. There we go. All right. Really gives a new meaning to the term baby factory. What do you think, we're a baby factory? Get to work, baby factory. No, but surrogacy is pretty good paying work, apparently. Damn, dude. That is a good job. What is the job, really? Get pregnant and get paid like $200,000. Oh, my God. Requires no degree. You probably have to sign some contracts and agree not to smoke and not to drink. But that's it. You know? That's it. And then you have to give the baby up at the end. But it's like, you know, you literally are a baby factory. And I don't think that that's such a derogatory term. You know, it's a kind of thing that society needs. Like, it's like actually pretty important. It is. All right. It's like giving a kidney to somebody or something like that. Like, you know, it's people do it. All right, Joey, except you can't get paid to give somebody a kidney. They don't allow that because it's like unethical or something. But you can get paid like $200,000 to be a surrogate. That's pretty good. We are. All right. There's guys who are in the military right now getting shot at who do not get paid that well. Is this you, Joey May? This might be you, Joey May Cucumber. All embryos are women essentially at first. There's probably remnants from that. Hey, not bad. Crocker Rock. Unfortunately, starting to sell my collection today. Prices are too high for me to justify keeping them. That's what people said back in 2019 and 2020 and 2021. People are all like, oh, man, you got to sell at the height of this Logan Paul craziness. And now look at the cards. If you bought the cards, even during the Logan Paul hype, if you bought the cards, and that would have been considered their worst price, those prices today look like a mega bargain. They look like a drop of money compared to what they cost now, right? Like at the height of the Logan Paul hype, I bought my Crystal Charizard for like 21 or 23,000. And it was like, that looked like a really bad move. That same card just sold for like 80,000 or something today. And so, I mean, you can do it, but it makes you question, like, what is your long-term strategy or your long-term belief about the cards? Do you want to be a Pokemon card day trader? Because day trading could end in you timing the market wrong, right? Or do you want to be a Pokemon card hodler? Somebody who actually just holds a card if it's good. That's what I do. I just hold it if it's good. I don't worry about whether the market's high or the market's low. I'm just acquiring good ones. And that is, I think I won with that strategy. I didn't try to time the market. I just bought a good card when I could afford a good card. I didn't worry about the bottoms or the tops, none of that stuff. I said, that card's good, I want him. Joey May Cumber. I think this is your bag, right? I don't think we have a Joey May. I've never heard of a Joey May. Logan Paul paved the way for Pokemon and saved it. He probably influenced it. Yeah, he probably made it a little more popular. I would agree with that. I don't think you can deny that. Here's Ivan Rodriguez. Get me on the Rayquaza sub list. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here goes Mr. Ivan Rodriguez. All right. I just don't understand how people afford these cards. Maybe I'm broke and need to get my money up. Yeah, that helps. Well, you know, the world is tough, you know. It's tough to earn money. Have you considered being a surrogate? We were just talking about that. Imagine you did 1 year of surrogacy and you got paid $200,000. You turn around and you buy as many Gold Star 9s as you can with that surrogacy money. Maybe you buy like 20 of them or something. I don't know. That implies $10,000 each, I think, right? Maybe. And so now you got all these PSA 9 Gold Stars. Now you just sit on them and wait for them to turn into $400,000. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, let's see. Logan Paul just made everything expensive. I want to be a scalper. People hate and love me. Oh, that's so good. I've got this iced tea from Lipton, and it's peach flavor. And I don't even like peach, and it's like really good. All right. So now we've got, do we have any orders? Order in the court. Let's hit refresh. 3 pokey shuffles. How did you like that wait time? Non-existent wait time. All right. How's it going, guys? Happy Friday. What's in the news? Anything interesting? It's all mostly depressing stuff, but any interesting news? 2, 3. What's up with the violence against women? Have you guys seen that? Yeah, the woman got stabbed in Tokyo, right? The Pokemon Center or whatever. She got stabbed to death by some dude. Then there was the story of the woman in Spain who just got the right to commit unalive with euthanasia. And then there's the story of the lady who in Chicago who just got shot by the one dude from Venezuela. Whew. Back to back to back. Here's Deer. Didn't we just add Deerling? Ooh, you know, we just added Deerling. I didn't shuffle it hard enough. I think I should give it to you just because you would be sad if you got nothing on a reroll. So I'm going to give you the Deerling, and I'm going to try to remember that. I think we didn't pull the cards far enough to the back. I'm going to have to remember that. That might be a problem in the future. That's the first time I've done that. So here it is, Deerling. Oh, not bad, not bad. All right, I'm going to remember that. Massive oil squeeze, incoming TSA getting pays now. You're a peach. They're going to put me in a peach. So you can keep the Deerling, which is a very dear card, or you can try to re-roll it. Re-rolling has some risks. You might end up getting nothing on the re-roll, or you might hit a better card than a $50 card. What do you feel like doing? I'll keep it. All right, all yours. Yeah, oops. I definitely messed that up. What happened was I front load the new ones, and then they're supposed to be rotated to the back when we shuffle, but I actually front loaded so many new ones that didn't happen this time. I actually was still within range of them. So we can't have that happening. Maybe I should load them in the back so that can't happen. Whoa! That was pretty easy. That was too easy. Let's grab some more slabs. What are you guys looking for? Tell me what you're looking for up here on the table. What gets you excited when you're watching the stream? What are you looking for? 9.5 Dragonite for 80. Yeah, that's not gonna do it, is it? 80 for this guy, huh? That's just too high. I'll set him to 40, dude. We're cutting this card literally in half to 40. Looking for alt arts. You're looking for alternative arts. Those are all so overpriced, the alternative arts. They look nice, but then you got to pay like out the booty cheeks for them. Here's a little Duraludon. I like deals, you know. Do you ever look for deals? I look for weird stuff. Here's Donald Duck. I'm always looking at weird stuff. There's never a point where I'm not looking at weird stuff. I exclusively buy lots of weird. So here's Donald Duck. He should just be a giveaway, right? Put him down here. He could be a future giveaway. All right, now we've got this Dedenne. Aw, he's cute. He's old maid. Look at that. See? Cute. Old maid Dedenne. Dedenne. How do you say his name? Here's Hydrapple for 30. How do you get cheaper than 30? I don't think you can be cheaper than 30. Here's Ganondorf for 40. That seems too cheap, actually. So that one kind of surprises me. Let me go look that one up. We're going to say PSA 10, Poker, Ganondorf. Ganondorf. Who came up with the name Ganondorf? Here is a Ganondorf card on eBay. Here it is for $200. That's way too high. 200 is too high, in my opinion. What is he sold for? He sold copies? Not a lot of information on the sold copies. Oh, wow. That Tyranitar sold for 700. Crazy. I saw one of those for like 300. All right. So Ganondorf shall be $85 now, which I think is more appropriate. There is one on eBay for 200. I wouldn't buy that one because this one's 85. Now, here's Goop Gas Attack. He's serious business. Look, he's a first edition, and he's tag graded. You know how hard it is to get a tag vintage card? It's like near impossible. So Tag actually handed a 10 out to this, and they just don't do that. It's really tough to get a tag 10 on these. Wow. Look how clean it is. They're really serious about getting a good grades, appropriate grades on these cards. They are so tough. Wow. So that is definitely a 10. And I find it easier to get a 10 with PSA with my vintage than with tag. So I'm scared to send tag vintage. I mean, but this guy was just Goop Gas Attack, so I didn't care. But tag scares me when it comes to the vintage. I think PSA led some of them through, but this company does not. They're like, hell no. You did not get a 10. So this is 170 still. This is actually the correct price. Mister, your mic is echoing bad. Is it? Let me reset. All right. How's that? So I hit reset. I've got a Crystal Lugia with the Sun White. Should I send a tag or PSA? Well, I mean, if you know it's openly got a flaw, you know you're not going to get a 10 on it. If it's Crystal Lugia, I'd go ahead and just send a PSA. No, it wasn't, says Aovic. Hey! He said no, it wasn't. All right. Look at all these beautiful cards. Probably close to time to start taking pictures. You know, we take pictures of all our cards and put them into Discord. Here's Celery. All right, let's see. PSA 10, Celebi, $199. Man, I've had this mole on my neck since I was a kid, and I'm really tempted to actually have it removed. Let's see. I'm tired of it being there. How do I know this? Because I was busy cutting my hair today. I was cutting my hair a little bit. All right, and it gets in the way. And this is going to be... It's about 95. We could lower it to 95. It's a little bit cheaper. I don't know if that pushes someone over the edge for buying it, but it's a solid card. Did you guys notice they got rid of Rainbow Rares? They don't make them, right? So it's funny the way nostalgia works. For now, Rainbow Rares probably won't be too popular, but give it a little more time and people will be like, remember Rainbow Rares? Oh, yeah, I want a Rainbow Rare. So give it a little bit of time and people will be tripping over themselves to buy these Rainbow Rares. That's how it works. Remember my words one day, because you'll hear about how Rainbow Rares are going to the moon. Did you hear about Rainbow Rares? They're like tripling, dude. It's not because they're super beautiful, but it's because they used to be the chase card in the past, and they aren't anymore. They got replaced by alternative arts, but people will be nostalgic for them eventually, right? Champions Path Charizard and all that, right? What happened to my Champions? I had a Champions Path Charizard, and it was a BGS Perfect 10. Where did I put that? I traded it with what's his name? Brandon Wong. He probably has an iPhone from China. I sent 6 cards to tag, and FedEx lost my shipment while on the way there. It's been a month since I started my claim. Wow, that's a nightmare. T-Rocket Grunt, you're telling me you lost 6 cards shipping it to tag? That's insane. Hey, TCC, lower price of Tag 9 Vaporeon to 200 since that's the cheapest on eBay. You got it. All right. Vaporeon. Cheapest on eBay. We're matching it. Okay. Very good. And there you have it. Wow. Wow. Oh. So, what's next? Here's Ivan Rodriguez. He says, Pokemon Go Dragonite. Oh, yeah, the one we just cut in half with the price. Here you go. Oh. Very good. Do you think they will give me anything for my claim? The raw card value was 500, but there were all mint possible 10s. Wow, that is a disaster. I know your pain. I tell a story about how once upon a time, during an address change, I lost a whole shipment of CGC graded cards, and this forced me to lose like $10,000 since it was a middleman submission, and I ended up replacing everybody's cards one by one. It took a while, but I did. And I tell that story because it was so painful, so I'm sorry to hear that. I don't think they'll accept your claim. I think they'll be like, well, you know, they'll pay out as little as they can because that's the nature of it. Ivan Rodriguez. Thanks, man. Here, Ivan, I'm going to put an on-sale card on the table. You already have this one, so you may not wish to have it again, but I've got a couple of these, and so I'm willing to let it go for just $19. So it was $35, now it's $19. Anyone can buy this if anyone else finds that attractive. What's our title say today, by the way? We got a title that says, Perfect Order just arrived, cheaper one-piece prices, new gym breaks, scorecards. Do you guys feel like that title is boring? I feel like it's really long. Let's say pricing slabs, because that's what we're actually doing if you think about it. New breaks, new gym breaks, and hot Rayquaza break. All right. I like this title being much shorter. We also have this Perfect Order in the thumbnail, but nobody's actually purchased Perfect Order, even though it was the leading title in the title, leading word in the title keyword, and I just don't think people wanted it. It's funny because here we are. We've actually done one gym break. Multiple spots have been purchased in the sub list, and a couple of slabs have been sold. So I think this is what people are actually looking for. I don't think people are looking for the perfect order. It is. So that's going to be maybe a little bit of a pokey flop. Say, mister, how many spots on the gym break left? On the gym break, which one? What are you talking about? You mean this? Lightning has one spot, and Slow King has both spots available. We should host another gym break. Let's see. We finished Plankton, didn't we? The Dene, he could be a really cheap one. Could be used to bolster your scorecard. Hydrapple, that'd be funny. Ooh, I like this card a lot. Darkrai, Machamp. Machamp's for sale. That guy's really cool too, the Gyarados. Oops. All right. It would be interesting, actually, if the gym breaks included a maybe like a fractional star spot, so that maybe the guy who misses still goes onto like a star card. That'd be interesting. Pachirisu. Ooh, Galarian Moltres is good. I like the Galarian Moltres a lot, man. It is a cool card. All right, new gym break. You guys are looking for a gym break. Man, I feel like I could just put this right up in the Poke Shuffles, and he's a hit in the Poke Shuffles. I guess I'll do it this one time. I got to think about that, you know, because we can't run out of cards for the Poke Shuffles. We got to have something really nice in there all the time. All right, here we go. A new gym break available. One that might really pique your curiosity. That Galarian Moltres is so good. Might be the first time we get $5 packs back in a while. Yeah? Mister, you had the looser pack that gets a cheap slab at the end of the month. Oh, yeah. I stopped doing that. I've decided not to host that. I think it would be too hard for me to track. Like, the concept was something like the people who miss in a break, they would get like a 1 in 100 chance to pull a slab. And those odds are already so abysmal. But it's just another thing to keep track of, isn't it? You know, like we got bounty, we've got now we got these scorecards, and then like a loser bracket for the breaks or something. It's just so many little tricks and little spinny whizzes and flippy dips. It's too many little things to keep track of. I got that card from the Poke Shuffles, but at Attack 10. You did very well in the Poke Shuffles. You had astronomical luck, I would say. All right. How about these? Oh, yeah. Cyndaquil and Delcatty. Let's just take a look real fast. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. All right, there we go. I was that loser in the bag. No! I think that we're not going to host those. It's too confusing. I feel like I'll forget it or something. Oh, the Delcatty's Ruby Sapphire. Huh. All right, so we have this Cyndaquil. I'm trying to do a little bit better. Sandstorm Reverse. I'm trying to work harder to get you guys more cards. Let's see, to choose between. Well. Now, I only acquired him because I felt he was underpriced. That's the only reason I did that. And that happens in the market. You know, people don't always know the value of their card. Let me check sold, maybe. I think I am going to go with the value on the Cyndaquil of $10,000. Have you got any Rapidash slabs? That is such an interesting question. I do not have a Rapidash slab. Okay, grabbing this. By the way, if you want to see the back of the card, here it is. Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to do 300 on Cyndaquil. He's really nice. I think he has a real shot of selling. And then Delcatty. How do we have 55 people watching and only 28 likes? It's a pretty good amount, actually. So thank you, everyone, for the likes. Really appreciate it, guys. And then Delcatty. What shall Delcatty be? Ooh. Trying to get some cool stuff up here for you cool kids. Ooh, remember the Cool Kids box? Does anyone here miss it? The Cool Kids box. Think we should bring that back? It was like this box where you could only get into it if you pulled a good enough card. And you could leave your card in there for people to look at it. All right, check that out. Cyndaquil and Delcatty. So those are now available for purchase or for Slabaway. And I bought those just for that purpose. I thought that they were good contenders for that. Ooh. Lord of the Rings Topps card. Let's see. What do you guys think about Stephen Colbert getting to be a writer on Lord of the Rings? The sequel. Apparently they're making a sequel. Is there a Moltres break? No, there's not a Moltres break. So this card's going to remain up here for 380. Nice. These look great. Houndoom. Gyarados. Double Gyarados. And Watrel. Iona's Watrel. So we're going to take a picture of these bad boys and take them down. The gym, says Mr. Gabriel. Tell me about it, Mr. Gabriel. You mean Gym Challenge, or what can I help you with? Let's take a picture with the All Slabs channel. Yay! My phone's over here always reminding me to work out. I never listen to it. Don't forget to do your workout today. Did I ask? I pray for good Lord of the Rings content. Rip and Flip says Gooner. What? That's not the Gooner emoji. That's Squirtle, and he's got a piece of tapestry on his face. Tapestry. Ta-da. You just made it. Oh. Yes. I just made it. What did I make? You like this one? Oh, it is technically a Moltres. You are correct. I thought of him as a Galarian Moltres. Oops. Okay, you are correct. Indeed, that is a Moltres. Let's see, what other orders do we have in the queue today? We have Mr. Nicholas Pacheco, who says, hop me into that Moltres break. All right, Nicholas, do you have a scorecard? You do not have a scorecard, so let's get you in there. Nicholas Pacheco. We need to refresh the memes. We need more Pepes. Yeah? We are. More Pepes? Remember when they said like Pepe was like a far-right meme or something like that? Who remembers that? Nicholas Pacheco. All right, good. Very good. Oh. So that is your scorecard. You can get a fancy scorecard if you want. Moltres is at 1. It needs a combatant. Who among you is not scared? We'll go ahead and click on this, and delete. You know, back in the day, we would have gotten like a $35 order for like 7 booster packs. Now we get a $35 order for a Galarian Moltres break. It's a very different time period for us. Here's Gengar. Here's Darkrai. That's a pricey card now. That's a pricey Slabs kind of card. So we'll pop this to the side. Here's an Aerodactyl for $165. He needs time to rotate, though. What is this? Heliolisk. People are tripping over themselves to get this Heliolisk. They're saying, give me that Heliolisk. He's going in the, he's going in here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. He could be like a hated card. 6, 7, 8. All right, Heliolisk. He's one of those cards where you pull it and you re-roll it. Unless you really like them, which I don't think most people do. Here we are. All right. Putting this up here. Did we get any new details on the guy who stabbed the girl at the Pokemon Center? Like, do we know what his motive was? Was he like an ex-boyfriend or something? Next up, we got Javier Arroyo. He says, "What's up, Mister? One Rayquaza sublist. You got it. This is going off. 2 spots left, everybody. Okay. Apparently, he was a stalker. Gabriel Gallegos. He is jumping into the Moltres. Moltres is complete. So I feel like the Moltres should have gone into the Poke Shuffles. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait a second. That's not what I want. No, go back in here. She shouldn't have to be playing Squid Game in real life, you know? It's not right. Okay. There we go. Imagine your daughter's just dead one day, and it's like, well, what happened? Yeah, some dude just stabbed her while she was at work. What? Why? It's crazy stuff. It's crazy to think you can have like a daughter or son, a daughter, who makes it to like the age of like 30 or something, and then some random dude just stabs her to death because he's like mad he didn't get her pussy or something like that. You know what I mean? Or whatever his... It's going to be something like that, I swear to God, because I doubt it's over Pokemon cards. Don't you guys doubt it's over Pokemon? It's definitely something like, oh, she rejected me. Oh, I'm so angry. You know, it's going to be something like that. She should be mine. It's going to be something like that for sure. I don't think a guy going to stab her over some Pokemon cards. She just happened to work at the Pokemon Center. Crazy stuff. So this girl you raised from a baby is now dead because some dude's angry he didn't get a Shaboinker or something. Whew. What I don't understand about society is why don't we have like swifter judgment for these kind of cases, you know, because I don't know how Japan does it. Maybe they do have swift judgment. And in this case, it doesn't even matter because this guy's he's already dead. He killed himself. So that's pretty dark, right? But, you know, there's other cases where it's like, we just put these guys in jail. It's like, you get to live. What? Here goes. Good luck. A report saying he wasn't next. There you go. I had the Gengar one. All right, you've got the Gengar one. Here's Jirachi. We'll pull the Gengar up in a second. Here, let's pull it up while we're playing so that it looks better. Sorry about that, Gabriel. I knew that. How did I forget that? All right, I think I was just talking about the stuff, and it got me focused on that. All right, Jirachi and boom, Ekans. Oh, no. Ekans loses by 10 HP. It's kind of nice having the English ones. Look at the English ones. They look a little bit better. All right, now here's Claydol, not bad. And Phoebos. Wow, that was just 2 straight rounds of brutal misses, Mr. Gabriel. I'm sorry, man. Nicholas Pacheco, the Moltres is yours. Okay. All right. Now we have to update these correctly. Boop. They were in a relationship until July 2025. After the breakup, the victim reported to the police that she was being stalked by Hirokawa and that he would lie in wait outside her home. Wow. Crazy, dude. That's what I'm saying is some obsessed dude, mad that he doesn't get to Shaboinker. She's mine. She should be mine. I'm obsessed with her. I'll do anything. One of those. Like, bro, move on, man. You know, it doesn't even make sense. So, obviously, she broke up with him, right? And all he had to do was, like, just go get another girlfriend and live life, you know? Like, you get so much out of life. It's part of my belief system that people who commit these crimes are kind of just dumb because it's not worth it. You've obsessed over one person and wasted so much time. Like, go live life. There's so much out there. There's so much waiting for you. And so you hear about guys who, they get in a bad relationship and they hurt a girl. Or in this guy's case, he got dumped and he hurt her. And he's thrown away his whole life because he's obsessed. So it's like a brain problem. It's like you got a bad brain. You know, simple as that. You got a bad brain. And it can't be that way. All right, so it was Mr. Nicholas Pacheco who pulls the Galarian Moltres. Congratulations. All right. Nicholas Pacheco. Good. Who's next? Joey Albrecht, 100 to Slabaway and get me into the Moltres. Would you like to save that $35 to see what maybe the next gym break is? Where's Slabaway? Let's see. Joey. Excuse me. So this goes down to 2,800. Boom. Never date a girl who doesn't respect your wife. Family first. That's what I'm saying, man. All right. Here's Joseph Albrecht. You're going to have 35. Well, how about we pick out a new card? He's vintage. Saucy Girl, the Dene. We got Chabak. Oh, Klauf. You know, we never really experiment. Do you think we have enough high rollers in this room to host like a high roller gym break? Like a big deal kind of break? What else we got over here? Anyone want to do a Naruto Tops battle? This guy's cool. Is he more expensive now? Let's see if he's more expensive. These classic collection cards have been going up in price. But not this one. This one remains the same. Okay. Well, I can leave them up here for purchase if anyone's interested. Here's another one of these. See, I just got too many of these. I'm going to slide this over here. Let's see. Not with these card prices, says Mr. Black Kid. You think there's a sentiment in the market that it's all overpriced and it's all going to collapse soon? Here's Diplin for $32. He's probably not going to change. This card's $32. It's really not that crazy at all, is it? The Moltres you just saw was 70. Yeah, what's really crazy are the vintage cards. And then maybe the alt-arts from the modern. But a lot of these prices are pretty moderate. They're not that crazy at all. This is $32. Look, here's a Jigglypuff for $30. That's not crazy, is it? Here's a Giratina for $50. That's a little high. But just because he wasn't like a rare pull, basically. So he could be more like 40. But it is a good-looking card. Yeah, I mean, take a look at these prices. These aren't crazy. It only gets crazy when you start whipping out the card everybody wants. Okay, so once you start whipping out the trophy card, the hand chosen, the Holy Grail, the the bespoke Pikachu, then the prices get really crazy, and you go, oh, that's so crazy. But it's not the whole market. It really isn't. I mean, again, like this is a Master Ball, and it's just $32. That's barely breaking even with the grading. It doesn't look like it's breaking even, but it is. Because you send this one in and another card, but the other card got a 9. And it took a lot of your money to get a 10 and a 9. So when you're making maybe I don't know, like $12 off the sale of a Diplin, you're not, that's like enough money to work minimum wage. $12 profit in an hour is like minimum wage if you sold one of these an hour. So you have to sell a whole bunch of these to make good money. And just compare that to somebody who has like a decent normal job, like software engineer, nurse, construction crew manager. There's so many jobs paying so much money right now. $32 on a Diplin's nothing. But I mean, take a look at all these too. Let's see if any of these were really crazy. Here's a little Darkrai. He's 2 years old already, and he's 90. That might be a little high. But look, here's a little $64 Gengar. Here's a vintage Delcatty 10 for $150. That's not real crazy, is it? Goop Gas Attack. That one is a little more expensive. The thing is about these WotC era cards, we're running out of them. They're officially all opened, right? Like there's not a lot of booster packs left. And so the price of these cards are going up because there's severe nostalgia for this. This guy's kind of new and experimental. There's severe nostalgia for Goop Gas Attack. Here's Gengar. He's going for $150. He's real nice. Command Tower, $125. I can't comment on Dragon Ball. I don't know much about it. So, when people say these prices, well, what do you think the prices were like in 2019? You think it was a lot more expensive than this? Not really. I mean, it was cheaper. Like, you could get an $18 slab, but the cost of grading back then was only $7. So you could grade a card for $7 and sell it for $18. Well, so now you got to pay $25 just to pay for the grading. Then you got to pay to ship it out, to get the return shipping. And so you're closer, you know, taxes or whatever. And so then you're like closer to $30 or something per card. Well, what's 30 plus 18, 30 plus, what would it be, like $13? About $43. So the prices haven't changed too much on some cards. It's just the really desirable ones have really, some of them have spiked, and not even all of them. But yeah, if you want like this Rayquaza, he's not gonna be cheap because everybody wants him. Virtually everybody wants him. So yeah, we are probably in a higher card market time period. But I'm still buying because I do run into cards that just look normal. They don't look like they're crazy. All right, what we got? So Joey Albrecht, you're waiting on me to perhaps choose another gym break, and it's got to be a good one. Let's see. Hey, it's Miss Mary. The price of booster packs were way more affordable in 2019. Yeah, I agree with that. But on the other hand, some of them weren't so cheap, right? Like, there was a range. There was a range of booster packs. Some could get pretty expensive, actually, especially if you let them get a little older. And especially if it was like the super hottest set ever. Like, I remember Hidden Fates when it started to break into the $25 a pack range. $25 a pack for Hidden Fates. I don't know what it is now. It's probably ridiculous. But yeah, I remember hitting 25 going, wow, is anyone going to actually buy this? And then it was like, yeah, people are buying this because they want it. This one's kind of cool. I like this Shiny Abra. Shiny Abra from Paldean Fates. Look at that. A baby rare. Let's go double check his price. Yeah, that was expensive then too. $4.75 a pack at Walmart in 2019. You can still get packs for like $5 a pack in Walmart. It's just everybody's trying to buy it at the same time. So you have to get lucky and beat those scalpers. Everybody calls each other scalpers, but I promise you, some of it's just people buying cards too, right? Like people want those cards. All right, so this guy's price has shifted up, which is what I was anticipating. He only had 2 dots on his sticker. Remember when Evolutions was 15 a pack like 3 years ago? Yeah, Evolutions went up a lot. As it turned out, that set's really, really old. It's almost like over 10 years old. But see, that's like what I'm saying. So back in 2019, you couldn't open packs of like Platinum cheap. There weren't packs of Heart Gold, Soul Silver that were like super cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like Heart Gold, Soul Silver was expensive. And now it's like 7 years later, and XY is pretty old now. And it costs more per pack. And it's like, well, yeah. So did Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That stuff was expensive back then. So it's all kind of shifting, and I think that the most recently printed modern cards are kind of like, they're in a really expensive place right now. You know, let's mark this at 100, which is what it is now. This is 100. You know, the most expensive cards are really gotten crazy, but you'll still find some normal stuff in there. English is insane. Graded English is way overpriced when you compare it to Japanese graded cards. Can you look at my super chat? Oh! Hold on, let me click on it. If a slab is cracked, how much does that affect the price? I have a $200 card, but it came cracked. Jimmy cracked corn, and I don't care. So I think that if your slab came in cracked, it's perfectly fine. No, it does matter. PSA has to re-encapsulate it, and if the crack runs over the card, they have to regrade the card. Now, if the crack runs off to the side, it doesn't matter. Okay, so it really depends on where the crack is. If the crack's over the card, PSA has to regrade it, and there is a risk that they could downgrade it as a damaged card. So if they decide that whatever caused the crack damaged the card inside, you could receive a downgrade. That's how it works. Okay, speaking of which, I've got one of those cards. Hold on. You just reminded me. I got to do one of those. Where is it? Here it is. Look at this. So I bought this, and this just arrived. Here it is. Look at that. I could work on that right now, actually. I wonder if I could get that label printed. So that's one of the things I'm working on. People ship cards, and they ship them real, I don't want to say stupidly, but they'll ship them in like a thin envelope with no padding, and then they crack, and it's like, oh, why'd it crack? All right, let's see. This will be under messages. I've already got the, he's already accepted the return on this. I just got to print the damn label out. Let's see. All right, let's see. Get ready to ship your item. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have eBay ship me or email me the label. I like that electrode. Yeah, I was bummed. Just a legendary collection, reverse executor, my favorite Pokemon, CGC 9. CGC 9. Let's grab this. What do we have here? We have a Team Rocket Grunt, one more spot in the Rayquaza break order. You got it, baby. Oh, where does eBay actually email me? I don't remember. Oh, was it this one right here? Oh. All right. Ah, man. The problem with eBay giving you a return label, they always give you like the worst possible return label. Oh, I'm going to print screen on this one. And then I'm going to tell it, give me the text of that shipping address. Here's the shipping label. Whoa, they've got my old address. Holy. So we're going to grab this. Now we're going to create a label right over here. Might as well just, oh, tell you what, let's reset the shipping software too. So I'm going to go ahead and print this label real fast, guys, and then we'll get right back to the queue. We were talking about how we feel, the sentiment in the Pokemon card market. Are you guys still buying cards even though the market is perceived as hot? I just bought a $2,000 Pokemon poker deck. I'm still buying. Back when Logan Paul had his big explosion in the past, I didn't stop buying then either. And some of those purchases back then are some of my best cards today. So that's my experience with it. Let's see. This looks like it goes here. That doesn't look quite right. Let me look at this. Oh, yeah, that's not right. Let's see. Let's see. Taft Hill is one word. Wait, this is like totally wrong. Give a second. Wow, I asked AI to interpret an image, and it did it wrong. Got to remember that. All right. I hear something buzzing. All right. So let me look at that again. Apartment 16. Even the apartment number is wrong. All right. Oh, wow. It's so interesting. AI did not interpret the address at all correct. I have to like fix each part of it. I don't want to mess it up while we're streaming. All right, so now I'm going to increase the weight. I think we got it. And I'm going to hit print. Okay, they're going to update the address to look correct. I don't know why it did that. What's a TER? That doesn't seem right. Let me. That's not on the eBay postage. All right. I found my Pikachu Tech Deck skateboard from 1998 the other day, still open. I wonder how satisfying it would feel to wash Mistress bed sheets. You want to come over and wash my bed sheets? You can do it. We are. All right. I'm going to say just this for Miss Alexis. And also, I better take a picture of this. Wait. Better take a picture of this tracking number. Wait, let me take a picture of it clearly next to the slab. You know how people are when it comes to eBay. All right, there it goes. Yes, mister, I can't stand it anymore. Ah, my wonderfully dirty sheets. Ah, I love my dirty bed sheets. Ah, yes, dirty as hell. What I love the most about my dirty bed sheets is how nice and stinky they are. I love rolling around in the filth. Ah, I get it all over my shoulders. I take a deep breath. When I lay down on my pillow, there's an audible crunch noise. Crunch! All right, let's see who's next. We're back to the queue, everybody. Here is my real estate agent telling me here's a house for sale that I do not want. And here is Mr. Rocket Grunt saying one more in the Rayquaza break. Here you go. How can your cat hate Mister? What? Have you ever seen those videos of people cleaning dirty rugs? That's Mr. Sheets. Just wanted to say, me and my cat watch you all the time, and we hate your guts. No! Let's see. I found my Pikachu Tech deck. Ever had a package say Mail Recovery Center? No. Came in a small metal card sized embossed tin. All right. So this is going to say TRG. One spot remains in the sub list. One of the fastest moving items on the menu. You should send your sheets in to get graded. Rub it in Mister's face. I bought 4 Groudon and Kyogre EXs during that time period. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how it works because Pokemon can have like a downtime and an uptime, and you just kind of got to ignore all that. You can't pay attention to peaks. You can't pay attention to lows. You have to think about why am I really collecting this item? Do you really believe it has value? What do you believe Pokemon's going to look like in 20 years? Are you buying for 20 years or are you just buying it for a flip? I think if you're just buying it for a flip, you lose eventually. I really believe that. Because you can't consistently buy a winning flip every single day. Right? Like if a market, let's say a market's going sideways, how consistently can you buy a card under market and then sell above market? How consistently can you do that? It's harder than it looks. And so, you know, if that's what you're living off of, this belief that I can continuously buy a card for less and then sell it for more, you're going to end up with inventory that you can't move. And you're going to end up pretty much just like struggling all the time to try and squeeze that little collectibles market margin out compared to what? The guy who just bought the good cards sat on them, and 10 years later, they're like 5 times their original value. That's how it's played out anyways. But that was my theory. That was how it was going to play out. And, you know, so again, when it comes to the Pokemon card market, I'm just going to buy when it's high, I'm going to buy when it's low, and not really think about it, and keep the cards that I like. Here's a cute Duraludon for 30 bucks. A super speculative market thing. If you really want to invest in something, you're better off putting money into an ETF than Pokemon cards. Yeah, exactly. Opticody says, how many spots in that pack split thingy, my bobber? All right, let's see. So here it is. By the way, we're looking for new guys to place a first-time order. If you're a new guy watching and you've never ordered, your purchases are the entertainment of the stream, so send in an order for fun, guys. Now, here's XY Breakthrough, and here's Gym Challenge. This guy is like 3 or 4 spots completed, and I think this one's like 2 or 3 spots completed, so that's where they both are. They're both at the start. This one's really cool. It's got Charizard in it. This one's much cheaper, and it's got Mewtwo in it. Good cards in both. Okay, okay. Like the stream, and I'll send feed pictures in general chat. Hey, someone took their like away. Can you confirm that Japanese Mega Charizard XSAR in PSA 10 is 1.1K? Japanese Mega Charizard? Are you talking about the new one? You talking about the new one from like Inferno X? If you guys are looking for some cheap booster packs that are maybe undervalued, I really feel this is one of our best items on the menu. This is $6 a pack, and it gives you a chance for the Pikachu Gengar, which is like a $3,000 card. It's like $2,500 to $3,000. $6 a pack could turn into a $2,500 to $3,000 card if it grades 10. If you pull it, it's going to have a good shot at grading 10 because these Chinese cards are printed really well. So that's one of the cheapest entry points for a huge flip. But on top of that, you got Gengar Master Balls in here. You got Shiny Bubble Mews in here. And then just a bunch of other cards that are like decent. So like you could try to make your money back on a decent pull. Then also we got Gem 3, also pretty cheap. Gem 3 includes a Chinese exclusive Gengar. But there's other exclusive cards in here too, like the exclusive Cubone, the exclusive Meowth. This is one of the best gem sets because of the exclusive Cubone and the exclusive Gengar. I really love that one. So, you know, Gem 1, Gem 2, Gem 3, and Surprise 151, they're at the top of the menu in the YouTube description. I'll tell you their prices real fast. They're really good in my opinion. You can open up a whole box of those and not do bad. Gem 3 is $90 a box. That's the Gengar one. Gem 2 is $75 a box. That's the Umbreon set. Gem 1 is the Captain Pikachu, and that's also $90 a box. Then we have 151 Journey for 4.5, and the 151 Surprise is $6. That's the purple one with the Pikachu Gengar. $6, $90 for a box. Then you have Hidden Fates Chinese. I don't know. Sometimes we open a lot of that, sometimes not. That's a really good set. The Hidden Fate set gives you a chance at SV49 Charizard. Why do you think he's on my menu? It's not an accident. SV49 Charizard can be pulled out of there. But the packs only cost $9. It's so much cheaper than the English version. So it's a really cool thing. And I collect Chinese cards because, guess what? I'm a real believer in numbers. China has the second largest economy in the world, and it's not even close. You could put all of Europe together, and their economy is still smaller than China by a very good margin. China's that much larger. So it's really just two big economies, the U.S. and China, and that's it. And they're getting into trading cards over there. And so I like Chinese cards a lot. I think the Chinese people like to collect. So, and I relate to that, so because I'm the same way. Here's Mr. Cody Sabering, and he says, Gym Hero Pack Splitty thingy. All right, you got it. So this is English Vintage Gym Challenge. It is. All right, Cody. This is classic nostalgia. This is where the hobby is most expensive, is in these vintage packs. But somehow, they still sell. I mean, we sold Gym Heroes not too long ago, just a couple days ago, before we had to pull out this Gym Challenge. So all the booster packs on our menu, and you know what's really moving? This. How many boxes of Phantasmal Flames did we sell before we sold a single pack of Gym Heroes and then a single pack of Gym Challenge? It's almost a dead heat. So what people really want is the thing that they perceive as everyone else wanting, and the thing that has the real genuine nostalgia to it. And so people don't like the prices, but it's kind of funny because everybody just wants the same thing. Oh, this is actually up to 5. Look at that. So that's up to 5, everybody. So everyone complains like, oh, hey, the price is really high. Well, yeah, because you're all landing on the same product. And it's kind of funny. It's just the nature of it, isn't it? It's just the nature of it. What's cool is we found a way to deliver it to you in pieces. So this pack split, you can't buy that at Walmart. You can't buy that on eBay that I know of. But you can do it here with the host in the Cardconomist stream. That's what we do. That's what we specialize in. And we've been doing it for 7 years. So we're very experienced with it. William Wafter says, 3 Harry Pooters. Harry Potter. Are you excited for the new Harry Potter? Here it is. Aha. I have a bag. All right, William. The Blues have taken over the chat. SV49 Charizard is back up to like 1.5K. Remember when he was only like 600 from an old short you made? Damn. He's a cool card. I think I put one in the vault, the PSA vault. I can't remember actually. Let's see. You're not excited for it. Yeah. So there's a lot of blowback, I think, on the casting choices. Yeah. You can have a whole conversation about that. I do think the Snape character was a poor choice. He's a great example of race or gender swapping a character, completely changing the feel of the story. Because again, like there's all these moments in the story that are going to look very different now that he is, you know, Harry Potter's a white kid and his dad was a white dude and Snape's a black dude. It's going to feel different. It's going to look different. Or they're going to have to rewrite it. They're going to have to not be loyal to the original story. They're going to have to change it. I feel like one winner takes all is better for the vintage packs, says Team Rocket Grunt. We can host that as well. It's possible to host that if you really want it that way. In my experience, that is not necessarily a more popular way to open the vintage packs. All right, here goes. I ultimately, you know, if you're having a 1 in 11 odds, you could have a 1 in 11 odds to take the whole pack, But the most important part of the pack is whatever the chase card in the pack is. So everyone can have a little piece of the pie, and one guy still walks away with the best pull. So I think it's a pretty good compromise, and I think people enjoy having their losses sort of like hedged by a system like that. But we've ran it the other way too. Dogbane Potion, canceled practice, midair collision, transfiguration, potions. These are the new Harry Potter packs, but they're not really new. They're vintage. Here we are, vintage Christmas feast. Here it is. All right. Kwanzaa. I'm just kidding. All right. Imagine how big Hagrid would be. I wanted Black Hagrid. Black Hagrid. No, they could never allow that because Hagrid was wasn't he like a school dropout or something? They'd be like, what are you buying? Everybody's so, race is a very touchy subject, and it always will be, I suppose. But all they have to do is write new characters. That's all they have to do. They have to write a new story and new characters. We didn't need a Harry Potter remake. The original was made really well. They didn't have to do it. They could have just made a new story with new characters. And then they can write in, a black professor, and it'd just be chill. It'd just be like, that's the black professor. But now it's like you take this iconic character who already has a brand. Everyone already sees him in their mind a certain way. They have a certain brand loyalty to the idea of him. Harry Potter, the boy who lived. Here we are. And that brand is kind of being tampered with, because it's like you cannot just swap a white dude in for Black Panther. You cannot swap a white dude in for MLK. And Snape is a British white dude. And people remember him that way, and you can't just swap him out. Now, this other guy might do well. They might find a way to make it enjoyable. But I don't think people will ever feel good about it. They're always going to be annoyed by it. Like, oh, my God, stop pushing your political ideas down our throats and destroying our stories. Here's Spongify. I don't want to say destroying, but messing with it. Here's Flipendo. But it would be so easy to just write a new... No, maybe it's not easy. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they just don't have the skill to do what J.K. Rowling did. They don't have the ability to write a story people care about, so they have to steal her story and then make changes to it. Like, we don't like that you made Snape a white... Look, here's a black character right here. Vanishing Referee. Here we are. Maybe they're like, we wished you had made more of the professors people of color or something like that. So we're just going to change it for you. It's like people notice that and they go, it's just not a good feeling. It feels like politics in your show when maybe you go to the show because it's not that political. This J.K. Rowling says she loves it and that it's incredible. That's great. I don't think the audience will agree with her on it. It could be like... the guy who did George Lucas could come out and say he loves what Disney's doing with Star Wars, and people will still not like what they did with Star Wars. Here we are, Vanishing Referee. All right, use my credit for 6 Chinese, 151. You got it, man. We're going to do that with it. 6 Chinese, 151. There it is, William Wachter. J.K. Rowling's not that great either. She's bat crazy. She literally changed everything to be woke, said Hermione is black and Dumbledore is gay. Oh yeah, I remember that when that came out. That was controversial at the time. William Wachter, let's grab your bag, Mr. William. Yeah, the story never implied that he was gay, and the story did imply that Hermione was just a white girl, just a British girl, right? British, maybe whatever. But it did imply that, based on the drawings, right? And then she went back and said, well, we need to have more diversity in the story. I do remember that, actually, and that was like a controversial thing as well. There's like an obsession with it. There really is. There's an obsession with this subject. And I don't know. People, there are competing moral axioms about the way the world should be. Some people maybe believe that being British is a distinct thing that you should sort of like preserve. And then some people believe the world should just be like this big melting pot, and that's the beauty of it. But it's like, if everything's just a melting pot, eventually there is no such thing as Britishness. Britishness is just an old idea from the past. And so what do you want? It's like if at the zoo, you got 6 different gerbils and they all look different, but you crossbreed them all a whole bunch of times and they're all just the same color now. It's basically a problem like that. So do you preserve the Britishness of a story, or do you say, well, actually, we need one Filipino, we need one guy from Venezuela, we need one guy from New Guinea. We need one guy from Morocco. We need one guy. You know what I mean? What do? We need one guy from Laos. We need one guy from Vietnam. We need one guy from, what is actually beautiful diversity? What does it actually look like? And the Japanese don't mess with this stuff at all. They don't have trouble with it. They just create characters and keep the characters the same the whole time. They don't feel like they have to go backwards and go, well, you know what? This anime is a little too Japanese. They don't do that. And I think they're clever for that, for not worrying about it, for not like apologize. Sorry, we're Japanese. Sorry. All right, Mr. Darwin says add $50 to the store credit. You got it, man. I think it's something like that. Well, we're sorry for being Japanese. We hate that we're Japanese. We wish that we weren't Japanese. It's getting dangerous. Dumbledore's being gay made sense. Does it? She's a transphobe, not a racist. I date her still, even if J.K. Rowling's crazy. Dumbledore being gay, da-da-da-da-da. Colurgy plan? Oh my God, dude. Then you get guys coming in saying stuff like Colurgy plan. All right, so here's Joey Albrecht. And how many was it, Mr. Joey? It was 6 of them. You got it. 6 151s. You got it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good luck. I have an order. It says sold a spare. Hell yeah, dude. All right, let me just take care of this. Joey's order is actually quite a bit older. We were trying to decide what to do with this store credit. Bring me the hits. Hey, mister, I sent it for 2 spots on Page Ago. Lego break, 40 minutes. Just wondering if you got my order. Don't know if it's in the queue. Joseph Smith. How did you pay with the Zelle, or how did you pay? You would have paid with the website, I think. I'm still not getting Zelle emails, by the way, guys. So you will have to tell me what you bought if you use Zelle, or you can send me a picture through email. I'm glad you laughed. All right, let's toss this over here. Mr. Darwin. Ninetales. Duo. Ooh, Golem. Very nice. Here's Gyarados. Here's Kabutops. And here's Charm. I think everyone's going to be very interested with the outcome on this show. If it's a big loss or a big win or something like that. It is. Here's my thoughts. I think it will actually make money, but I think it would have made a lot more money if they had just focused on being very loyal to the original style of the story and not trying to do sort of like a political statement. It is not bad. You did pull a Golem. So, Joseph, let's grab your bag. You got a Golem. So you sent it on PayPal. So we're going to look into that, okay? I don't know why that might have been missed. We're going to take a look at that. Joseph, let's find your bag. I think that they had the potential to make so much money. And they're doing the same thing that you see every studio doing these days. Except for maybe like anime studios, which are probably insanely profitable. That's why I'm saying we should take all of our Western stories and sell the rights to the stories to like like the Saudis, maybe UAE, maybe Qatar, maybe like Japan, maybe China. Because I almost feel like they would preserve the stories better. Because they'd be like, we're not changing this stuff. We want this to be the way it used to be. Okay, let's see. Oh, there was a guy who I bought a card from, and I think he suspected he sold it for too low. So he says, oh, I can't find it. I must have already sold it. And now he's coming back much later, and he's like, actually, I did have it. Will you buy this from me now? All right, so Joseph Smith, we're looking for you. It's not showing you. Let me open this. Ivan. Here's a Joey Albrecht order. Let me go into PayPal and look in there, okay? Anyone want to invest in a huge opportunity in Iran? Tons of room for expansion. What? Do you think some of these cards hitting the 100K status lately have peaked in ROI, or do you think they'll keep going up 10 to 25% a year? I think there's a very good case that they might fall in price below the last, record shattering prices. And I don't think that means you should sell, and get out of Pokemon. I think you should just wait it out and not worry about it. That's what I would do. Mr. Joseph, here it is. And what does it say? Joseph Smith. It was placed on the website. It says it was the website, actually. To custom payment. Let's go to the website. Here it is. Okay, so I see it now, Joseph. What happened was you sent two very similar orders on the website. Well, they weren't similar, but they were like right next to each other, and my eyes did not catch that. My bad, dude. Problem solved. We figured it out. Pikachu Lego's getting really close. Hot new slab, single and ready to mingle. Mister, what's your opinion on that they changed every character to black or Hispanic because they are white, but they don't dare to touch Mulan? Yeah, well, again, I think that once again shows you that these concepts are really just social concepts. In other words, they're ideas. Like burn the witch was an idea. Drink the Kool-Aid was an idea. It was a social idea that caused people to behave one way or another. And the Chinese are not affected by it. They would go, yeah, right. Mulan's not going to be, Mulan's not going to be Filipino. She's going to be Chinese, or we're going to not buy her show or something. So the studio listens, and the studio believes that Americans or the West have a certain feeling about the way things should be. And maybe that's something it's a philosophical discussion you could have, like how should things be? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We're at 23, actually, it says 23. Maybe, so maybe it goes to show that they would write the shows with sticking strictly with the casting that is actually what the original story was, if they were actually just of the belief that all these race swap or gender swap or whatever swap that they're doing would not actually work. Because obviously they didn't think it would work with the Chinese Mulan. They said, ooh, let's not do that. It's not going to work. Here's 23 out of 40. We're 17 spots away. It's only $10 a spot. It could move quite fast because, again, it's only $10 a spot. Send 20 bucks in. Get a spot on the Lego, guys. All right, so what do we have next? We took care of our friend, Mr. Joseph. We got that broken slab label made. Ivan Chiquilo, 4 perfect orders, please. And when is the deadline to ship my bag? Mr. Ivan, how's it going, Ivan? Mr. Reed Ivan Chiquilo, he says, are you getting your orders on Zelle? Is this on Zelle? That was on Zelle, yes. Mr. Ivan Chiquilo's order just showed up, everybody, on Zelle. Ivan, your order just showed up. So wait, maybe it is fixed, but I'm just not going to get any of the emails that once got lost. I assumed all of those were going to come into my account. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test out. If you have a Zelle account and you prefer Zelle, give it a try, guys, because it looks like it might be working. I just got Ivan's order. It just showed up. I didn't even notice. My eyes are so trained to not think about that problem. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside of these. We have perfect order. Yes, sir. It's in the thumbnail. Yes, sir. We have perfect order. All for views. If it backfires, do you realize gains on your cards? Do you mean like, do I sell them? No. That's why I talk about this a lot. So people think I'm rich, but I'm not. I just have a lot of cards. I talk about that all the time. I do not have vast amounts of money. I have a lot of cards and I never sell them. So I do not have a lot of money. We have cash flow from the business, so I can pay my mortgage. I can buy food for myself. Thank you, everyone. Your purchases here allow me to pay my mortgage and eat Taco Bell. That is the truth. So there's some profit baked into these sales, and that's how I survive. And then I use some of that money to buy a nice card for myself, but I don't actually really sell it. I just keep them. So the vast majority of all the money I ever made is just wrapped up in these cards. And if the cards crash or go to zero or a tornado blows them away, I'm just pretty much a poor guy. I don't have a lot of other savings. Here's Salazzle. Ta-da! All right, Salazzle. We need a Netflix documentary when you do sell your collection. Yeah, I'm all in. I'm probably a rare case of somebody who's all in on one very strange kind of investment. Oh, Doublade. And there's probably some other guys like that out there too. Ooh, that looks great. They made him a holographic in that set. Wow, look at that Doublade. This is a nice round, Mr. Ivan. Ooh, new holographic Gengar in this set. That means that there's a reverse holo to chase after too, everybody. So holo and reverse holo. Now, Mr. Ivan, let's see. I'm all in on collectibles. It's a big gamble, and so far it looks good. I mean, even if they fell 50% in price right now, I'm still way up. That's how good it is for me. But it doesn't matter unless I sell, which I'm not going to until like 20 years pass. Or maybe we have a medical condition show up. So if we have an emergency in our family, then I may sell stuff. Maybe the medical emergency will be needing to cure depression with the boat. Now, all right. Now I joke to Karis about this all the time. I say I'll just sell the Gold Star Gyarados and go buy a nice boat. And then I go, that would be so stupid, dude. That'd be the dumbest move of my life. Look at this. Ooh. Do you ever consider investing otherwise, like a retirement account, Roth, etc.? Nope. Nope. All in on Pokemon. Just one thing. Maybe that sounds really stupid. I just feel strongly about it. And I have like a variety of cards. Like I got a little bit of Mickey Mouse. I got a little bit of Mario. You've seen it. You've seen Mario cards up here. So it's not 100% Pokemon. I got One Piece, a little bit of Dragon Ball. You know, we just got stuff here and there, right? And so I don't do strictly Pokemon, but it is mostly Pokemon. Ivan, your bag says 825, so I would ship by 726 or renew the bag for $5. You really see Pokemon lasting 30 more years? Why is that so hard to believe? It's already 30 years old. It's 30 years old today. So for Pokemon to fail, something would have to replace it. What do you see replacing Pokemon? Anything? I don't see anything. There's like nothing to play ever. There's no games to play. Pokemon just made Pokopia, and it's one of the best Pokemon video games in history. Yeah, Pokemon Go, Pokopia, Pokemon Emerald. Where's it going to go? I don't think it's going anywhere. And they continue to have one of the best card games ever. Nobody makes cards as the way Pokemon does. They got a TV show, they got a movie, they got a video game, successful, I might add. And then the card game's just amazing. You look at the way they draw these characters, it's so impressive. They don't do this with any other card set. No, people wish they could do it. Like, Magic the Gathering's trying. Digimon's trying. You got Dragon Ball's trying. Final Fantasy's not trying too hard. Nobody can do it like Pokemon. Pokemon has the best stuff ever. You just can't beat them. And so they're printing the best looking cards to this day and posting... Like, look at this card. Who's making cards this cool? Look at this Metal Charizard. Look at this Flareon. Look at the crenellations. Look at the styling, all the lines and all that. Just nobody does it like them. It's amazing. They work so hard on this. They clearly invest a lot of money into it. And nobody's even coming close to this. No one's coming even close to it. So yeah, it's Pokemon forever, baby. Forever. I'm really a fan. And I don't need the money. I have a very simple lifestyle. And I just enjoy it. If I sold all my Pokemon cards, maybe I could buy like a house by the beach. And that would be nice. Because the beach is nice, right? So maybe I could buy a house by a beach like in Florida. And then I could have like a bigger, more empty home with no children in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to do with money? There's nothing for me to do with money. And then look, I'm already living by the Missouri beach. I'm already living by the beach. There's the water right there. See that? So we're already by the water. What am I going to do with a bunch of money? There's nothing for me to do. I like plastic sandals and basketball shorts. right? Like every single nerd out there. I like to play video games and eat ramen noodles. Well, your ramen costs like $5 if you get decent ramen. And there's just nothing for me. This is it. So I like having the best Pokemon cards. That's all there is to it. Like, if I had a lot of money, I would then just go buy Pokemon cards with that money. And that's the thing I enjoy in life. And so that's how it works. I could sell them for a lot of money. I would pay for my cancer. So if I get cancer, I'll sell all my cards to pay for the cancer. If I have a heart disease, I'll pay. That's probably when they'll sell, by the way. So I'm anticipating that happening in like, hopefully like not for a long time. That's the anticipation. But you never know. I mean, the OnlyFans guy just died, so that could be me. You never know what happens in life. All right, let's see what the next order is. So, and I'm happy to serve you guys cards and talk to you about them and try to be an expert at them too, okay? So next up, we have Mr. Gabriel. What would I even do with money? I'm not buying a private jet and flying around with 20 hot girls. That's not in the agenda. They are. It sounds fun, but I mean, for like a day maybe. Maybe you could have that experience for a day. You have like an entourage of hot women and a private jet. But it's like, I couldn't do that every day. Like, I'd be like, nah, I'm going home. We're eating cheese puffs and watching Netflix and playing Pokemon or something on TV. So that's it. This lifestyle is the result of somebody who actually just enjoys video games and not much else. All right, let's get the deck. Ready? Mike, go back to your basement. I'll show you my SpongeBob pack if I get any hits. Yeah? You peaked life. Well, I think I just realized there isn't a lot of things in life that interest me. Like, I don't care about going to Disneyland. I actually don't care a whole lot about vacations. Like, if I really cared about them, I would have gone on one by now. So I don't care a lot about vacations. I don't like going to parties. I'm not trying to have the best looking vehicle. I don't care about Lamborghini. I just care about one thing, and it's Pokemon cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really do just have a pair of plastic sandals. And I got a pair of tennis shoes. They're red tennis shoes that I bought when I worked at Coca-Cola. That was before I went to Lindenwood and met Karish. So those shoes are now like 15 years old. So I got a pair of tennis shoes that are like 15 years old that I still wear to this day. And a pair of plastic sandals. No watches. $5 shirts. It's not a strategy even. It's almost just the way I like to live. And I don't wash my bed sheets until a month goes by. Right, Mary? All right, here goes. You don't want to waste that soap. But what do I really enjoy? I like talking to you guys. I like I like working on YouTube. I like talking about the news, actually. I guess I like to gossip. I like talking about what's going on in the world. I like to play video games, and I like to collect. So it's like, I already have what I need, and the rest of the money just goes into the actual collectibles. And it's kind of funny because, you know, if collectibles were a terrible investment, I probably would just go buy stocks. But I looked at collectibles and said, wait a second, these are a fantastic investment. My money's literally better off in the collectible than it is in the stock market. And that's how it's played out. It's actually played out that way. I could have been wrong, but it ended up being true. All right, here goes. Bro, you just need to have kids. Yeah, and so Karis and I just need to have kids. And we started trying about 2 years ago, and it wasn't happening. And we discovered she has a condition called endometriosis. She had it real bad. So over the last year, she's had a big surgery, and we're doing IVF together and talking about it. And I'm trying something new in my life, too. I'm trying a weight loss drug it's a GLP-1 called Wegovy. I just took my last shot today. So that's the big exciting thing in my life is just losing weight and trying to have a baby and then just hanging out here in the middle of nowhere in Lake of the Ozarks and collecting cards. That's it. 2 numbers. We need 2 numbers. It's a very simple life, actually. We cook at home sometimes. We go out to eat sometimes. And then we go on walks, and that's about it, guys. We don't go on fancy vacations. We don't go... I don't know what people do, actually. What do people do? We don't even get visits from family. You know that? I haven't seen my family in like 18 years or 19 years, however long it's been. Her family's really small. Her family, she doesn't have any aunts or uncles, no grandma and grandpa. They have passed away. She got her mom and her dad and a brother, and he doesn't like to hang out too much. 3 and 1. All right, 1, 2, 3. Am I diabetic? I am not. I am not diabetic. But I'm fat, and I want to lose weight before I have any problems like diabetes. I heard that my dad had heart surgery, And so I'm trying to lose weight before I get heart surgery, you know, before I have a problem like that. So this has been shuffled twice, not twice, it's been split twice. And now, here goes. Team Rocky Grunt on 1, cold. Nicholas Pacheco, cold. So yeah, I have a very simple life. Alicia, I get to concern myself with the ongoings of the news. I guess that's what you do when your life doesn't have too much to it. Here's Eric Rodriguez. Miss 6 on 6? No, I'm sorry, 6. Mr. Ivan. Sorry, Ivan. Mr. Javier. Oh my gosh, you were real close though, Mr. Ivan. Javier on 8. All right. And number 9, TRG. And number 10, Gabriel. All right, the count is correct, so that is a full finished break. There it is. Remember, if the count's ever off, we have to rerun it, which will be really sad for whoever thought they had pulled it, but that is our rule. I like to remind you guys of it a lot, because someday I'll make that mistake. I've made it once before. It doesn't leave the person who missed very happy. It's too much. Man, 1 in 19. Are you diabetic? Here we are. Yeah, I do not have diabetes, but in fact, I don't think anyone in my family has had diabetes. Like, I've never heard of my parents having diabetes. Here we are. Very good. But my dad had to have heart surgery something like 4 or 5 years ago, I think he did. And so I take that pretty seriously. He was a big foodie. He really liked food, I remember. My mom, not so much. But I love food. I love to cook. I'm very good at cooking. And I love to eat out. I like dessert. I like all manners of food. I even like food that doesn't taste good. That's how you know you really like food. So I'll eat like gross vegetables or whatever it is. It could be bitter. It could be sour. I just like eating. There it is. And I fight very hard not to gain weight. And I slowly gain weight anyways. So that's for you, Mr. Javier. Very good. You should have taken care of Japan. We're still open to that. That could still happen. It's not, we're not 70. We can still do it. All right. But we're not doing it right now. We're focused on one thing, having a baby. I told her, you need to be a baby factory, like right now. So we're going to jump over here to the breaks history and say Rayquaza sublist number 4 went to Javier Arroyo at the 127-minute mark. How's it already been 127 minutes? That's wild. Isn't that wild? I feel like it's barely been any time. These, the new stream times we have are so short. Don't you guys agree with that? The streams are shorter than they used to be. I like it on the one hand because it means I don't get like a tired, sore butt from sitting or like, you know, oh, I said mega sublist. I don't get like, you know, pain anywhere from sitting around too long or hungry or have to go to the bathroom or anything like that. Mega booster. But on the other hand, I feel like there's something lost when a stream doesn't make it to like the 4-hour mark. That base set PSA 10 Japanese Venusaur I bought from you 2 years ago for $1,250 is now worth over $4.5 thousand. Dang, dude, that is so cool. I remember that too, by the way. Yeah, I remember selling that. That was my card that I pulled out of a booster pack, if I recall. I pulled him out of a booster pack and graded him 10. All right, here we are. And this shall say Javier. Good. That was the Lego. No. This was the Mega Booster. It's Rayquaza. This is the popular item on the menu, guys. People are going nuts to get into this Rayquaza break. It's up to 4 out of 11. Not a lot. Not a lot else on the menu is selling compared to this. I mean, 4 spots deep. That's $800 already. It's only been up there like 2 or 3 days. This has been the thing people want. You know, if you really want to get in here, I know it's scary, but you have the option to buy in for $200. You can also trade to get in here. So if you've got cards to trade me, let me know because I'll do a trade. All right. Good. Let's see. Let me mark this in red and jump over here. Gabriel's done. Nathan Gordon says Charizard spot and Rayquaza spot. All right, Charizard's actually having some movement today. That's the rare candy Charizard. He's a little bit faster than the Tyranitar because the Tyranitar's a larger break. Here you go, Nathan Gordon. Our breaks are one of the things we're known for. Why take a really bad shot at a hot pull in a booster pack that has to be graded? It's not even a 10 when you pull it. When you could just spend 40 bucks and get into a very nice break and just have a shot at that. It is. That's my question for you today. You can open boosters, but this is also a pretty serious way to take an RNG shot at a nice card. So where this is 6 deep. Very nice. Who wins, LeBron James or Mewtwo? I'm going with LeBron James. Mewtwo's got big legs, but I think that floppy tail will hold him back. Slow him down a little bit, so to speak. All right, that's 6 out of 16. 10 spots remain on Charizard. Here's Lightning. That is a gym break waiting for another person to join. $30 to join that gym break. You might be interested in building up your gym break cards now that there's a big reward at the end for whoever has the most wins and the worst losses. So you can even be doing bad and still have a shot at the bonus round at the end, right? Mr. Mike's side says 3 heavy Potter packs. 10 points to Gryffindor. Here we are. Harry Potter. That's his massive. LeBron is floppy too. Mister, that's not a tail. Snipping this. Very nice. Snipping this. And snipping this. All right. It's his BPT, his big purple tail. All right, here it is. Good luck. Flipendo. Fantastic Beasts. Teacup to Rat. Bludger in the Stands. Piggly Dudley. Potions. Transfigurations. Quality Quidditch. Blue Bottle Broom. Hagrid's Umbrella. Oh, yes. Instant grade. Look at that. So we got a Hagrid's Umbrella. The carnitas already. All right, I'm on my way. I got to have some shredded pork carnitas. We are. Actually, what am I going to eat today? You know what I had for breakfast? This is going to gross you guys out. Leftover green bean casserole. Last night, I was going to make meatballs in like a tomato sauce, you know, like pasta sauce. And then we got like a really nice cheese to put on top of that. And so we're just going to have some meatballs with a little bit of cheese. But then I found out I didn't have any tomato sauce. So I had all these meatballs cooking in a pot and no pasta sauce. So I freaked out and I said, well, what can I do with these? I poured in a freaking can of, it's so gross. It was so gross. I poured in a can of the cream of mushroom soup and turned it into cream of mushroom casserole. So it's so gross. And then we didn't eat that much of it because it was just not that satisfying. It's not right. If you're gonna make like a green bean casserole or something like that, you gotta have some other kind of meat, like something more fun. Not meatballs. Meatballs are what is up with meatballs? I don't know how to feel about them. Do you guys actually like meatballs? I feel like sometimes I like them and sometimes I hate them. Like they're the worst thing I've ever eaten. You forgot my one Rayquaza spot, says Mr. Nate Dog. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me get you that Rayquaza spot. My bad, dude. Here's Spongify, Flipendo, Injured, and Matim Irma Prince. Porcupine Robe. Okay, that's your rare. Not Swedish meatballs, that's why. I just had meat the balls. Love them. Ivan has the ultimate sniper trigger. Turkey meatballs are better than regular meatballs. Yeah, they were gross. They were the frozen meatballs that you can get at like Walmart and stuff. And it's just like, what am I eating, dude? It's so yucky. All right, here you are, Mr. Mike's side. Harry Potter. Dobby's pregnant. Oh, yeah, I forgot you pulled that. That's wild, man. That's a big pull. How would you guys like it if I could take cards out of your bag for you and sell them for you as consignment ungraded raw cards? Is that interesting? Let me have a sip here. Ooh-wee. My office is full, 95% of Mr. Slabs in my house. Going back to Nathan Gordon, let's get him onto that new round of the Mega Rayquaza sublist. Here you go, Nathan. Ooh. So now we have. We already did that one. I was going to say Mr. Bikeside, 3 Harry Potter packs. Now we have boop. Nicholas Pacheco. We have some new guys in here. Where are the new guys? All right, there's Mr. Soul Despair. He says 6 custom boosters, Waifu Shuffle, and 1 spot on the Rayquaza break. Soul Despair. What's up, man? All right, there's officially no wait time. Funny how that works. You get like a bottleneck of orders and then no orders. Here it is. Mr. Soul Despair, you're in there, and let's get your Waifu Shuffles, shall we? Ivan took the whole tag submission home. Please, for the love of all that is good, sell my raw sketch cards you've had since November. I can price them if you'd like. I've thought about selling raw cards. I'm still trying to decide on it. We are? All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm getting your feedback on it. What do you guys think of it? Whoop. I just saw that I won. You're having some good luck today, Mr. Javier. Boop. All right, that's a cold round, Mr. Soul of Despair. I'm sorry, man. That happens sometimes. I swear this never happens. All right, so we need a free card for the new guys. And look, we hit 43 likes. We're definitely doing a giveaway. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Let's have this guy right here be the current giveaway. So that is a free poker card. It's one of the Bowser Jr.'s. It's the Mozart one. What's his name again? His name is Von Koopa or something like that. I don't remember. Indeed. I was one away from your name. You got lucky, Javier. Doop doop a doop a doop doobie doobie. There it goes. All right. So that's free for first time. First time orders get this free poker card. Okay, so this is for anyone who places a first-time order. We have a old Mario poker card. Now, we do have a giveaway for you guys. Here it is, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this. Let me hit refresh. The free card has a keyword, and the keyword is free. So here's the keyword, and you just type in the keyword into chat, and it signs you up for the giveaway, okay? So do that for a second here, guys. Why don't I rotate these? We're on the hunt for another gym break. What should it be? Well, I have 2 of these Dedenes. I think we'll do the Dedenne. So he's a really small gym break. When it comes to gym breaks, if you think about it, if you want to pad your scorecard, you could go after these cheaper ones. Right? Because you'll get more mileage out of them. There we have it. Who doesn't want a Dedenne? I mean, he's so cute. They're all selling their souls or dignity. You're the collector. A taste of your own medicine. Monkey in the middle. Nothing's free. She's right. The truth is, I'm accepting a lower paycheck by giving away so many slabs. That's what that means. So my paycheck goes down every time I give away another slab. But that's okay, because you guys are so nice to me that we're able to do that. All right, so we got J-Dog going in. Yo, what up, J-Dog? J-Dog. We have Jeffrey. KY, Jeffrey KY. We have Mr. Russ. We still have to give away that big, expensive Lugia. We have Ivan. Oh, yes. And we have Mike's side. Oh, yes. Okay. Good. Mr. Gabriel's waiting in this lightning break for a challenger to come fight him for that slab. Here we have an order from Team Rocket Grunt, and he says 4 Pokey Shuffles. All right, Pokey Shuffle time. Ready? Let's see what we got. I'll take the challenge. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pokey Shuffles. Cold this time, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Oof. Sorry, man. You can't pull $400 for 25 bucks out of the box every day. Here's Edward Shelton, 5 Silver Tempest. Oh, I love Edward orders. He does the coolest orders. So you need 5 of these, huh? 4 Crown Zenith, 4 Twilight. By the way, we also have, Mr. Edward, we also have this new set. Perfect Order is here. Just wanted to show that off, okay? I don't know if you knew that. New Pokemon set, Perfect Order, has just arrived today. So if you're wishing to place an order for that, let me know. 1, 2, it's $8.50. Check the menu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5 of these. 4 of the Crown Zenith and 4 Twilights. In this twilight. Da da da, Scooby Dooby Dooby Dooby. There's that. 4 Crown Zenith. Where will I find those? Here's 1 Crown Zenith. Some Paldean Fates. I kind of mixed them all up in this box down here. Oh, we did have some Black Bolts. All right, we need a fresh box of the Crown Zenith opened. I'll be right back, everybody. You stay put. I'm coming back with some Crown Zenith. Oh, yes, what a beauty. Ah, yes. So beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Thanks, Team Rocket. Oh, yeah. I love the feeling of these booster packs in my hand. They feel like pure gold. Ready for some snips? Here goes. Snip number 1. Snip number 2. Script number 4. And spip number 16. There we go. Some of these. Oh, yeah. This is the fun part of the stream. Oh, yeah. Send that there. Mew and Lugia inbound. You have to spit on the packs. Take it. All right. Flaffy. Man, we got Flaffy. All right, Flaffy Duck. Here's Croco Rock. Here's Litten the Kitten. Oops. And Esper. And Sunflora. Here's Reshiram. And Trogerpon. It's Trogerpon. He likes to watch Rick and Morty. Here's Clancy. And Paptos. And, oh, Larry. And Larry. All right, picking up a Larry. How did the director of the FBI let his Gmail get hacked? What? I was just watching Rick and Morty. I love that show. It's so good. I never watched the episodes, though, when they got rid of the original voice actor. I was so out after they did that. I was so disappointed with that. I hope they bring him back. Do you think they'll bring him back? I'll watch the show again if they bring him back. Here's Leiron. Here, I only watched the episodes where he's... Oh, wait a second. Radiant Charizard? Bro can't just be pulling Radiant Charizard. Was there anything else to that? I feel like there should have been another card. Really? Just the... Oh, okay, I guess he just replaces the reverse hollow slot. Facts, I wish. Woo. All right, what we got here? We've got... Oh. Is that it? Just a reverse hollow? Okay, that's weird. And... Badoof. Well, 4 packs, 1 Charizard. It's not terrible. It's not gold-bordered Dialga. But it's not terrible. They brought it back JK. Now, what do you mean by JK? You mean joking? So we got Larry. We got Charizard. Reshiram. And Florphy. It's Florphy. Very nice. What do you think of that? It's not a bad round, but it's also, like, not a good round. That's how I feel about it. I feel like it's mixed. Got mixed outcomes there. Okay, we got an Edward Shelton bag, and it's really big. And then we have an Edward Shelton bag here, and it's also really big. So that's what we know about you. Let's get you a box. Box time for Mr. Edward Shelton. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I think you should have spit on the packs. I don't know. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yum, 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 yum. Put that in there. And put this in here. And now we'll just take these new ones. I sent for some perfect order. I might just have to service those perfect orders. What do you think? I can't wait to see what you pull. There's some cool stuff in there. All right. Yeah, it's actually pretty affordable. The set is. And I love to see that. All right, so now you're a gentleman. What kind of gentleman? A gentleman with a box. I'm a man. Oh, the poker cards are over here. Why did I put them over here? Let me put this here. So here's Diane Bailey. I need to remember that too. Diane Bailey, Omar Batui. You know what we need to do? We need to take this Brett Love double box and move this off. But it's not all the way full. How about Trevor Carpenter? He can move. Okay, Trevor Carpenter. Ugh. He's moved. And this can go here. And then Diane Bailey can go here. And you can go right next to her. All right. Ugh. All right, looking good. Set those boxes up properly. Now, what do we have next? Who is next? We have an order from... Only keep hits, or keep it all, I guess. What? Wait, I want your stuff. Let me go get it. Here's Soul Despair. And he says he wants $30 into the lightning break. You got it, man. All right. We're going to say Soul Despair. How's it going, man? I hope you're having a nice day. Good. Set that there. And that's a basic scorecard. You can purchase a more advanced looking scorecard. They cost, I guess, $4 to make one. It is. The reason it has to cost a little bit of money, guys, the reason it has to be that way is because I don't want to sit here making the scorecards all day. That's all it comes down to. Sort of like I don't want to do it 100 times. It'll make my brain get really annoyed and tired. But here we go. We got Gabriel Gallegos, and he's got a custom one. And then we got you. You've got the free one. And we're trying out for the Lightning. Are you ready? Good luck, you two. All right. So, scorecards are back. I like the card. It's fitting. You like it? I'm a simple man, Mr. Soul Despair. Maybe you're a simple man. I want to ship my stuff, but where do I send you my new shipping address? That's a great question. I have an email you can email all your information to. Let me just show that off to him. TheCardconomist@gmail.com. There you go. TheCardconomist@gmail.com. All right, here goes. I have an old scorecard from when DP Fitness was around. Is that still with you all? No, that almost certainly got thrown out. I apologize. DP Fitness, we miss him. He popped in randomly maybe a couple months ago. It's been a couple months from when he did that. Maybe like back in January almost. He popped in. He said, I'm back from my bathroom break or something like that. It's really funny. I wish he would hang out more. All right, here goes. He's a funny guy. Here's Zekrom on the left. Oh, not bad, Gabriel. And energy retrieval. Get 2 energies. Whoa. Okay. And then also you're going to pull Cubone. So you're still going to lose. Because even if there's a fighter energy, that's going to be plus 40. And then there could only be 1 fighter energy in the deck. I wouldn't allow 2 of them. So you would get a total of plus 60 with the 2 energy cards. That would bring you up to 130. So that would be your new HP after the 2 energy cards, 130. He's got 230. So round number 1, Gabriel. New trainer cards. I like it. It's fun. Here's Rayquaza for 210. Oh, man, he's just getting the good pulls. But you're still in because you pulled Dragonite. You're still in. All right. Point for you. It's all tied up now. Who's going to pull it? I love it when it ties up, by the way. It's so fun. Oh, Drudigun can be beat. He's like right in the middle. Oh, my gosh. And is beat by 130 HP Tauros. It's actually really close. What a crazy round. All right, it's going to be you, Mr. Soul Despair. Such a close pokey battle this time. Wow. That's crazy. All right. Whew. I'm sorry, Mr. Gabriel. Toss this in here. Yeah, I love seeing like a close outcome like that. It's really cool. Should I get it graded? What do you want to grade? What is this? They're always stuck on something. I don't know what that's stuck on. All right, so that looks like this. So Soul Despair, you have one of these. And Mr. Gabriel, you're going to have one of these. Kind of a tough round for you this time. All right. All right. Now we keep these in the scorecard box like this. And we're going to write your name on the back. There we go. Don't say the word stuck. I'm stuck. Help. Oh, man. By the way, we think that Zelle is back up. Yes, we just got another Zelle order from Mr. Ivan Chiquilo. He says, hey, Mr. One Japanese Mega Dream, and I want to ship my bag and slabs. All right, good idea. So let's grab a Mega Dream and open it up and get your bag and slabs. And you sent me an email with your new address, I think. Hello, bruh. How are you? Love from India. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? All right, what we got? Here's Diesel. We've got this guy. Oh, Mr. Ivan, 1 Cerulege. Ceruluge. Carolege. Carolug. I don't know how to... I need to watch the anime so I know how to pronounce these names. There we go. Okay, he's in there. All right. Meow, 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 meow. So step number 1, we're going to go ahead and delete your old address. Which is the biggest card you have drawn till date? You mean like pulled? Because we actually do draw cards. Like you mean like Quip's hand-drawn cards? Or do you mean like what's the most valuable card we've ever pulled? Ivan, I don't even think you're in here. I didn't see an address for you. All right, so let's grab your name. Let's try that again just in case. Oh, no, you're in here. Weird. Let me try grabbing this current address. I'm going to copy your name straight from there. So we're going to try once again to remove you from the address book. We want to remove you. Wow, how fascinating. It cannot... It says you're not in the address book when actually... Ah, there it goes. Crazy. What a terrible system. This is some of the worst shipping software, man. All right, there we go. So I got rid of your old address. Now we're good to go on putting in your new address. Weird, man. Isn't that weird? Now the new address is here. So we need your email, which we have. All right. And now we need to give this some weight. It's heavy. Yes, heavy. All right, good. Mr. Mike said he wanted me to tell you to throw away all his bags. Oh, I mean, if Mary said it, then that must be true. Smart game, thoughtful, stuck on Wiglet. Which is the most valuable card that you have? Oh, I got a couple. I got this one right here. I think this one's like a bazillion. Look, he's got like the one ring. And the one ring's got to be expensive. Please enter a valid email. The hell? All right, let's try that again. We're currently verifying up-to-date rates. What the hell? All right, so it's calculating the price of the postage. Let's set this to the side for the moment. Oh, there it goes. It did it. All right, good. Oh, yeah. Shipping complete. If you're watching this show and you've never placed a first-time order, you got to give it a shot. Your orders make the entertainment. So we love it when you guys come in and open some stuff. It is. Let's see. Now, let's see. We've got Nathan Gordon, Rayquaza Quifa spot. So you want another spot. There you go, Nathan. It's 100% true. You can always trust me. It's true. It's true. What? Mary. Mr. Edwards says 10 perfect orders. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it goes. Do. Ready, steady, snip. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little snips. Snip. 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 All right, we got some sneeps. We got some bleeps. What do we got? Here's potions. Yo, wizard heavy. Here's Style. Oh, here's Hippodon. And Meowth. Okay, boop. And Diggersby. And how about some hot ones? Oh, here we go. Esper and Hollow Gengar. Nice. So this set has a holographic Gengar in it, everybody. And I suppose that means it has a reverse holo Gengar as well. So Esper's looking cute. You got an AR. Here's Clefairy looking cute. Here's Mega Clefable. Whoa! Mega? That's like super cool. Here's Mega Skarmory. I love gold! Right, because he's golden now. And he has big feet. Big clown feet. Binacle, Tyranitar. Okay, there you have it. That's what 10 packs feels like of the new set. Perfect order. Thanks, Mr. Edward. Do you give out the online codes? Yes, but first you have to say me, 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 me. And then I give out all the codes. So Mega Clefable, she looks like a pomp kind of girl gone shopping at the mall or something, doesn't she? Very good, very good. A chunk of holos as well. As you may recall, the holos can be traded into the trade slab. But you can keep the good holo, the Gengar. There we go. Mr. makes fun of code beggars in his 12-year-old boy voice. 12-year-old boy voice? I think you mean 14. I'm a real boy. Here's a Gengar. Here's Aona and Electrode. Electrode's a pretty cool one. Do you make BGS with graded guard or bumper guard on them? Thanks. Wow, it's so crazy that people want to put on a graded guard. Joshua Ramos, another Zelle order. Zelle is working. Zelle is back. We have Joshua Ramos, 2 151 surprise and 2 pre-grades on my best cards. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We do pre-grades for $3, everybody. I use my eagle eyes, my expert eyes, to tell you if I think your card's good. Okay. Good. You'll never be a real boy, mister. I'm a real boy. Here's Raichu, and here's Nidoqueen. He was born Nidoking, but he identifies as Nidoqueen. All right, Joshua, let's find you back. You're up top. Okay, we got a Joshua Ramos right here. Any others? A lot of Joshua Valenti back here. How much for the pre-grade again? $3 per card. We got this guy. This guy. This guy. Lapras. Oh, Baxcalibur. I like it. Okay, there's your hit. All right, so there you have some beautiful cards. Now, if I were to bet which one of these was most valuable, we'd probably start with the Sinistcha just because it's an SAR, and then we'd probably go with the Lapras because Lapras is a Misty's Lapras. Looking at it, it's a Japanese card, so you got an advantage right away. Oh, yeah, this one's real good. Wow, perfect edges on this one. So rare. How's the centering? Oh, man, I was about to give it a pristine. I was about to give it a pristine 10, but you got this little notch right here. See it? That is too bad. You might be able to smooth that out. You are so close to getting a 10 plus, which means send a Beckett, by the way. If you get a 10 plus on any of your cards, send a Beckett, everybody. Oh, yeah. All I can say is you can try to smooth it out at home. I can offer to do card repair, but there would have to be a price involved, and I'm worried that I make your card worse than it really is, rather than helping it. So I'm not into that. I'm giving this a 9.5 plus. I believe the notch has the potential to cause you to miss the 10. The card is otherwise extremely good. 9.5 plus, yellow notch on it. All right, now, and by the way, you can timestamp this part of the stream and save it in like an email chain or something to yourself so that you can always go back and rewatch this because you paid for this service. So you might want to rewatch it sometimes. Slightly thinner on the right. It's like a hair thinner. It's very subtle. And let's see. All the little crenellations look good. Now, see, this one doesn't have the smooth edges that the Misty Slappers did, so I wouldn't send this to Beckett. All right. So this card is looking like a solid 10. I would send a tag or PSA. Poor Lapras. Lapras had those borders like you should try for the Pristine or Black Label 10 at Beckett, and then you turn it around and it's got a little whatever that is blip on the edge there. Just sad. Extremely goofy with the notch. That's right. The famous Nidoqueef. I need a piece of plastic protecting my piece of plastic protecting my cardboard. If I could just get more plastic around my plastic, that would be so plastic. All right, Joshua Ramos, thank you so much for the order today, and I hope that the pre-grade helps you. Your Sinistcha is very good, and your Misty's Lapras was almost really good. It was almost a 10 plus. That's a big deal. When I grade my own cards, if a card gets a 10 plus, it goes to BGS, and very few cards do that. Very few cards actually make it that far. All right, so now, what do we got going on here? Real Stanky Queef. Mary, what do you know about Real Stanky Queefs? It is 2:16. I think it's a good time to wrap up here, guys. We're just shy of 3 hours for the daytime stream, the morning stream. You know, it's Friday, so I'm going to be back for the evening stream. That'll start at around 5 p.m. Maybe like, that's about 3 hours from now. So we're gonna take a break, and we'll be back again in about 3 hours for the nighttime stream. Let's go ahead and hand out one more spot to all you great Poke collectors. Team Rocket Grunt, you made it onto the giveaway slab. How did you do that? All right. Remember, if you want to be a mod, contact me on Discord. We're looking for some new mods, even though it seems like we have a lot right now. Midnight stream? No, just a regular stream. Now, Saturday is an overnight stream. It's a midnight stream, okay? So Saturday night's a late night stream. So we have kind of a goofy schedule for now. Well, thank you, everyone. I felt like today's stream was a pretty standard one. It wasn't terribly busy, but it wasn't terribly slow either. And I think that the Rayquaza break clearly is the #1 break. We had some gym breaks go off. Was it 2 or 3 of them? A couple pack openings here and there. Mr. Edward Shelton came in with the big order. Thank you, Edward. And this week has been a slower week for sure. If Pokemon slows down at all, you'll be seeing me adjusting prices down. So when the market goes up, we go up. When the market comes down, we go down. That's how we do it over here. That's the style of it. So we'll be watching and seeing if there's record auctions this week. Maybe there will, maybe there won't be. Pokemon's been having this really crazy bull market for like a full month now. It's probably going to slow down, right? So we'll see how it goes. Perfect order. I like it. It's not a big Charizard set. It's not a big Gengar set. Doesn't even have Lugia in it. Doesn't even have Umbreon in it. But that's what makes it semi-affordable. Like it's a cheaper set for once. What the hell? It's like $8.50. Compare that to what's been going on with Ascended Heroes, which almost double that per pack. So give it a try if you haven't opened up any of the Perfect Order. It does have some fun pulls in it, even if it doesn't have the Mega Chase SIRs in it. It's got other SIRs in it. All right, never slow, only up. Are you not entertained? Am I not a good enough mod? You're a good enough mod. We're just getting some more, Mary. We got new people in this group. You know what I'm saying? We got like brand new people. Wouldn't you agree, Mary? This is not the same group of people we had like even 3 years ago. We got a brand new group that we've built up, and so we gotta get some brand new mods too, so they can feel like they're part of it. You know. Never slowly, only up. It will be huge in the future. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. See you there for the evening stream. I'm gonna go take a little lunch break with Cares.